see. Here we go. We live. We did it. Let me pop out the chat. What's up, guys? We're back to cover more of this drama that we find very funny. You guys are probably bored of everything after the last, 3 hours we spent on it last night. But, or was that yesterday or the day before? But we're going to finish this up.
I think a day ago.
Because more videos were made. Basically, this girl's doubling down, tripling down on this, on Hunter doing something wrong. I don't see him doing anything wrong in this situation, but Hunter did an hour-long video where he went over all his interactions with these dudes. Yo, what up, Grant? Oh, speaking of Grant, I don't know if you've seen, but there's been a whole bunch of new stuff in the Destiny Anna thing. You're the one who introduced me to it. Now we're addicted, and there's so much stuff that has gone on since then. That's amazing. I don't know if you've seen it, but you should probably watch it. But this stuff is pretty interesting, too.
It's another chick who has over a year of drama that she just will not let go of, as well as this person.
It kind of reminds me of it, but
does,
without there being a sexual relation between the two. Yeah, what up? What's up, Les? Without there being a romantic relationship between the two, it does seem very similar, where she just doesn't know when to leave good enough alone. Like, you fucked up, you've been, She kind of, like Anna does, she makes it seem like Hunter's the one who's, stalking her.
Yeah.
But she's the one who starts everything, and Hunter's only ever really replying to the things that she says.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said last video, for everybody who's just watching this video, not a fan of Hunters. It's actually funny that this is the second time I've been kind of forced to defend Hunter, and it's always against some dumb chick, right?
Yeah.
Like the first time with Shoe on Head, we did a video, and we had to, and we were like, man, her take is so bad. Hunter's actually has the good take in this debate. But now it's not a debate; it's a drama. But the whole drama is something she started.
Yeah.
She started the beef with Hunter.
It so far out of context too,
and trying to make it seem like Hunter's always going after her, but the truth is Hunter just replies to the things she says.
Yeah. And nobody that's new to this seems to want to look at the dates of when this all starts, which is why Hunter shows from the start of all of this, his engagement with this guy that she's got issues with, Rain Plasma, and she's still like, well, you did this. It's just it's so silly to see her.
Grant says he's up on the drop.
Oh
but you saw that last one with Dylan Burns and Destiny together? That was a good one.
So you're going to stop talking about this,
right? I don't know if that's going to change everything. Let's see if she stops. Destiny's like, yeah, she's going to be talking about it again by tomorrow.
She couldn't even last 2 days.
She can't even last a day. 12 hours was the most she lasted.
Yeah.
There's even a part where she says something about Hunter's made so many videos about her in that one thing, remember? And then we look at Hunter's channel. He made 3 videos about her, right? And he was saying he made 3 videos bashing on her.
Yeah.
Or
but it's not even that.
Starting drama with her. So the first video he makes on her is not a video he makes on her. It's their debate.
About vaccines.
Yeah.
Vaccines or vaccine mandates.
Yeah, it's literally the debate they had where the beef starts between them because they didn't like each other during that debate. Afterwards, they talk shit about each other, whatever. The next video he makes about her is defending her because the thing happened where her kid jumped on the stream, and Keemstar went after her about it, and he defended her and said, kids aren't that easy to control. They're gonna run on stream and stuff like that. It's it's a fuck up, but we can let it slide. We can understand that it's difficult.
Right.
That's fine. And then the third video he made on her, which is the only other video he has on his channel about her, is the video he did responding to her tweeting at him, bashing him in tweets, saying that he's a pedophile sympathizer and shit. And she's tweeting that out, and he's like, what? You don't understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Literally, the end of the sentence what he's saying is to help protect kids.
Yeah.
I want to protect kids. And she made it about, oh, he really cares about sympathizing for pedophiles. It's like, what? No.
More than anti-vax people. It's like, how did you read that?
Yeah, and it's like, no, the tweet literally ends with him saying, we have to be proactive about protecting children. Yeah. That's the last sentence, which shows the context of what he's talking about.
Exactly.
She's completely skipping the last sentence.
And Hunter
so he made a video about that.
Yeah.
That's it. And then after that is her accusing him of going behind her back and working with the dude that she says is harassing her.
Mm-hmm.
So he made a video defending himself about that.
Right.
And then now she makes another video, and so now he is. So now we're watching Hunter's Hunter's YouTube stream, cracking up, laughing about this, laughing at BXBullet cope after getting exposed. So basically, he did an hour-long video going over every DM and interaction he had with this dude.
Yeah.
Totally showing that things didn't go the way she's saying. Even after showing that, she's still skipping a part of what's going on here and still trying to say stuff and still trying to say he knew things that he didn't know.
Once again, it's a selective private investigation on her end. So
yeah, basically doubling down on everything. So he's laughing at it now at this point, you know. Let me show you guys. So we're gonna go over this video, laughing at BXBulletTV after getting exposed. So, I mean, there's so much content, I can't go over all of it. This is the most latest thing of people reacting to reacting, right?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that through this, we can go through all the videos in one video, right?
Video.
Because the parts that were missing from after the last thing we did was Hunter's hour-long video going through all the DMs and the entire thing. And his entire side of this. And everything she's saying and proving pretty much everything she said wrong about it. Or at least that she's twisting it in a way to make it seem more malicious than it's not.
When she's the one that's guilty of these things that she's accusing Hunter of doing.
And on top of that, I don't find any expectation for Hunter to not have this guy on to defend himself against her, who is accusing him of a bunch of things.
Right.
There is zero expectation here. Hunter's not her friend.
Yeah.
The only reason I could see her being, you were going to accept money from this guy and have him on, the guy who's doing this to me. The only reason I could see her being mad about that or having any leeway to be mad about that is if they were friends.
Yeah.
And she expects some sort of loyalty from Hunter. But they're not friends. They're actually kind of enemies. Like, they hated each other after that stream they did together, debate together.
It really seems
and since then, they've been at each other's throats and bashing each other, right? Yeah. So then, why should she expect any kind of loyalty from Hunter?
Right.
And then on top of that, since Hunter doesn't have any loyalty to her, why does she expect he would turn away somebody who's defending himself from an accuser?
Yeah.
You'd think, especially being American, she's like a Texan gun rights person. You'd think you'd be for due process, right? And you'd think that the concept would be, if I'm accusing somebody, I give them full right to go out and try to defend themselves.
Yeah.
So why can't Hunter, why is it bad, or they keep trying to say, Hunter's trying to say he's innocent. Why is it something to be guilty of for Hunter to have this guy come on stream and defend himself against the accusations she made?
Yeah.
You know, I don't understand why that expectation is there. And she's trying to bust them on that. That's not even what happened. But let's say that did happen. Why is that bad on Hunter to do that?
Yeah.
I don't understand that. And she's like, the guy who took a picture of my kid to blackmail me. Well, the picture of your kid is from you having your kid on the stream.
Yeah.
And the blackmail is because you reported him to the police and he wants to use TOS against you. And he wants you to leave him alone. So he's like, leave me alone or I'm going to use this picture to TOS flag you, you know?
Like, it seems like she's really making the argument that, you know, I'm a woman, I'm saying this guy did this thing, so believe me because I'm a woman. Like, that's pathetic.
But the guy should have a chance to defend himself, right? So why can't Hunter accept $400 from the dude for him to come on stream and defend himself from all the shit she's saying?
Yeah.
I don't see why that expectation's there. I don't see why. I would like to hear that part. Why does that make Hunter guilty of anything?
Yeah.
He has no loyalty to her.
He said, never
They're not
mind.
Friends.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, Hunter decided to play the high road.
And not do
it. And refused it in the end. At first, he offered the $400 to come on, but eventually he refused it. Yeah. Eventually, he was like, nah, you know what? There's a lot of deep drama here and some fucked up shit going on back and between you two. I don't want anything to do with it. But refunded the money and said, I'm not going to have you on now, you know? Like,
yeah, but just like she did with that one person getting Rain Plasma to admit, I had that video sent for me, and here's why. They didn't listen to that. They just listened to, yeah, I have that video. All she's done here is listen to Hunter say, yeah, I took the money, but not, I also returned the money. Yeah. You know, like, she's just selective in this.
Yeah, she leaves it out. She's like, when I asked Hunter if he got paid to make that video from this guy, he said no, which is a lie, which is not a lie. He said no. First off, that guy offered $500 to make a video. Hunter shows us in the DMs, and he said, hey, if I give you $500, will you make a video about the stuff I've collected about this girl and about her, like basically defending himself from her accusations? And he says, and Hunter says, no, but how about $400? And you come on my stream and we'll go over it together. Talk about
this,
and basically talk about it. And he even says, just know that I'm going to press you on these things. Like, if you show me evidence of something or something out of context, I'm going to tell you that's out of context. You know, basically telling him I'll press you.
Which means he's not just...
And the guy asked, what do you mean by that? And he was like, I don't know about that. I've been going through a lot of stuff with this. And he's like, yeah, well, he's basically saying, I'm not going to just let you come on.
I'm not just going to take your side without asking you these hard questions. Like, and that's a good thing. Like, what BX Bullet should realize, that's also a good thing. That means that he's not enabling your,
but you know what?
Your harasser, if you want to call him a harasser.
He never covers that. Hunter covers that in his video, and he goes over and shows that he was saying, hey, I'm going to press you. Like, I'm not going to just let you come on and bash this girl and lie about her. I'm going to press you on the evidence you have and stuff like that to make sure that you're not lying to me, or making shit up. And she never says anything about that. She never reads those DMs and goes, oh, yeah, that, at least he said that and he was going to be impartial. No. She just keeps saying, he was paid $400 to make a video against me, and it's like, that's not what happened, like, at all.
Like, if Hunter were making this video, you're
completely changing everything you read there.
If Hunter were to make that video with that Rain Plasma guy on, and he titled it an interview with Rain Plasma exposing BX Bullet's harasser, she'd be all for that, because that Hunter would be taking her side instead of what he was going to do, which was remain neutral. Wouldn't you want a neutral person going over this and asking these type of questions? She has a problem with that.
It almost seems like she doesn't want this guy to have a chance to defend himself.
No,
and anybody who would have this guy on to defend himself against her accusations, she's gonna accuse the person having him on of something.
Taking his side.
And being like, oh, you're working with people that are blah, blah. But meanwhile, he's not working with anybody. He was paid to give the guy a platform to defend himself.
Yeah.
But it's still Hunter's platform, and he's still going to question the guy. What's the problem there? Yeah. In fact, that's good on her, because if he presents bullshit, Hunter's going to call him out and catch him on that bullshit, and then now you can use that to be like, see, he's lying about this,
Exactly.
But instead, that didn't happen because Hunter refused it eventually. And was like, nah, never mind.
Here with cheap blows and
we'll start it. Make sure this is coming.
Insults and name calling.
We just saw her call me a grifter.
That's childish as fuck.
It's not childish, but you know what? But that's the internet. And on top of that, Hunter is pretty fucking young. Like, this chick's probably in her 30s.
I think they're in the same age group.
Oh, are they?
I think she's about 22.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've looked, that's as much as I've found about her.
Well, I swear to God, I thought this chick was like 35.
I did too. And it said that she was 21 a year ago. So she's about 22.
No way. Oh my God. She doesn't even look anywhere near 21.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to insult her or anything.
No.
Literally this whole time I thought this chick was like 35, 36. And I'm like, Hunter's like a kid. Why is she dealing with a kid? Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
I thought the same thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
It's unnecessary because
you called me a grifter.
But yeah, he called him a grifter. But Hunter's an internet kid. All he does is go online, cope, Steve, come on my stream or you're a pussy. Yeah. He's a total debate me, bro. How do you not expect this from him?
Yeah.
You're a bitch.
If you know that you're in the right, you have no need to name call and make low blows. Why?
I kind of feel like if you're in the right, you have more of a need to do that, right? Because if you're in the wrong, that would be why you wouldn't. It's like UFC, right? You watch those. Who looks dumb? The guy who's talking mad shit about kicking the other guy's ass, and then when the fight happens, he actually does kick his ass? Or the guy who talked mad shit before the fight and then lost the fight?
Yeah.
Right? The guy who lost the fight was the one who lost worse, right?
Yeah.
So the point is, if you talk shit, it's because you're more confident about being right. Because when you're wrong, you don't want to be caught being, oh, you were saying all this shit about me, but you're wrong, and I busted you on it, right?
Yeah.
So it actually works opposite. If you're the more confident you are, the more likely you are going to be to insult and bash on the person. You know?
Why would I make low
She's
blows
triggered
at
that
you,
I called her names.
when I have all the damning evidence I need to sink you?
When, you know, again, this started, well, initially they had a debate. That's what started all of this. But after the debate and after, you know, he made a video on that, the Keemstar thing happened, he defended her about that. And it was after that that she started it up again.
Yeah.
Tweeting stuff about him, you know.
Yeah.
And she started it up again. Started the beef with him again.
Oh, wow.
Here's what I'm going to do.
I'm about to get sunk.
I'm going to lay out the facts.
Let's
I'm
see
going to lay
'em.
out to you a time.
What's funny is her facts are not don't add up the same. Like, she's showing you the same stuff Hunter shows you.
Yeah.
All the same screenshots the Hunter took. She's showing you the same thing, but she's explaining it in a way that doesn't even match up with what she's showing you.
Yeah.
Right. So in some cases.
Timeline with timestamps.
Oh boy, let's
I'm
see
going to
it.
show you exactly what happened, and then I'm going to let you guys make up your own minds about it.
Which we did, actually. But
Yeah,
we've
we
been
did,
making up
but
our
we've
whole
made
mind
the
this
wrong
whole time.
decisions,
And
that's
more
why.
and more we're like proving to ourselves we're right. Like, we're validated. in
You
this.
could be considered a jury of Hunter's peers, and I am the prosecuting attorney, and I'm just going to lay
Oh
things
no,
out
is she
as
also
they
a
happen.
trained lawyer, guys?
A prosecuting
Not
attorney.
withholding anything because this has nothing to do with me.
She said she's a prosecuting
And
attorney.
like
Yeah.
I have absolutely
She's a whole bunch
no
of stuff.
reason.
See, this is why she can't
Scientist,
be
private
like, she can't be early
investigator.
20s. She's
I don't
first
know,
off,
I don't
if
know.
she's a scientist, she went to college for a BS, a bachelor's. How long does that take? Like, that takes a little while. Bachelor
She
in
could
science.
be like the other person saying she's a trained psychologist and also has.
It seems like she's had a couple of more than at least like 4 years of schooling. Like, like what?
To lie.
Uh-huh.
Like I have
A
no
bachelor's
reason
is
to
Yes,
lie.
you do.
years
You're trying to
ago.
cover your own ass because you've consistently lied. You are nothing but a
Anyways,
liar.
So let's see,
You're a
let's see what
serial
happens.
liar.
Let's see what you guys.
It's hard to know if she's a liar or completely delusional. But to me, it seems like she's a liar.
Yeah.
Like Hunter said, it seems like she starts shit and then doesn't want to admit that she started shit, you know, and so she keeps going.
Yeah.
The thing with the other guy is he might have scammed her, or maybe she thought she was being scammed, and now she's this is like revenge for that now, you know, like as opposed to just reporting him or getting away from the dude and letting everybody else know, hey, this guy's a scam artist, don't join his group. She turned it into a revenge plot, you know, where she's like being a spiteful revenge person, right, against them.
Let's see how good of a job I do convincing you guys that Hunter is
It's not going to be a good job,
in the wrong.
especially
there.
when you look at both sides and
things that
see
were
both of their stories.
unsavory to say the least.
Uh-oh.
But all right, you could say things are unsavory, but what expectations is there for Hunter to be savory when dealing with you? A person who calls him a grifter, a pedophile, sympathizer, all these kind of crazy things. And he doesn't expect it from you, I would assume. So why would you expect it from him? Why should he act savory toward you? And she's saying, these things where he's acted unsavory. So
Unsavory seems a little different than the earlier question.
devious,
The earlier claim.
zero integrity,
zero integrity. I don't understand why that's integral. Why
and
that
just
would be
straight
integral.
up wrong.
And just straight up wrong.
This woman is
Yes, that's the one, JJ. Yeah.
Oh,
See, people are telling her, just admit you misinterpreted the situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's in the chat.
Uh-oh.
Place your bets. How many of these facts will be... this is Hunter's chat, not hers. I was thinking it was hers.
Oh.
Somebody said, place your bets. How many of these facts will be opinions and full of hypocrisy? That's right.
Anyone giving just a slight push to this
Please.
chick, she's gonna block them and not want to not engage with it at all.
Yeah,
please tell me how we're gonna.
Matt here, Matt, aka Rain.
We all
is
saw
here
the
behind
screenshots. No, now I know how you guys feel. Okay, well,
Sigma.
is my
Imagine your
premiere
name
done?
being Sigma.
I'm rendering the video now with timestamps as well. I'm gonna post it while we're watching her crap.
to make the video, but he did give you money for making the video, and then continued by saying that he would continue to give you money if you continued making hateful videos about me.
Yeah, he will continue tipping you. Why can't he accept a tip about it? Like,
yeah.
huh?
I don't understand.
People make content and people tip them. That's how Hunter makes his money, from people tipping his content.
Yeah.
Now, the guy offered to pay him to make a video for him. That was then refused and counter offered as a $400, and you can come on and stream with me.
Yeah.
And we'll go over it where you defend yourself. To, you know what, this is a little crazy. I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Here's your money back.
Right.
And then the guy said, and then he said, here's your money back, but I did make a video about her already before that's coming out about me and her. Now, it has nothing to do with you. And the guy said, that's cool. Here's a tip anyway. And gave him a tip. Yeah. And then said, keep those videos coming. And there's more where that came from. So I'll keep tipping you if you make more of those videos, basically.
Right.
But listen to this now. I'll keep tipping you unless you make more money. I mean, if you make more of these videos.
Right.
The only reason Hunter has even made more of these videos is because she is doing something to Hunter that Hunter has to reply to.
Yeah.
So if she stopped, then she would. If she stopped and Hunter made another video, then she could say,
this guy won't let up for me.
He's making videos for no reason against me. It must be because this guy's paying him and tipping him, right? He's being incentivized by the tips. But that's not even what's happening. Every video Hunter's made is in reply to her.
Yeah.
You know?
She thinks people are dumb and can't just like go to where was the start of this? She's banking on people not like.
Well, Hunter's hour-long video where he goes over all the DMs just destroys her entire.
And story. I didn't keep making videos about you, nor have I. What are you talking about?
Regardless of what Hunter has told you, I am a licensed private investigator in the state of Texas. I'm
Push
also
F to doubt.
Security officer.
But I don't care.
How I got my private investigator license. I've been doing.
Guys, listen to BX Bullet, okay? You shilled and everybody clapped.
Cataloging it, or I'll put a note.
Let's move forward to when she actually goes over.
What the fuck just happened?
One in chat if that sounds fair. I'm not.
Hunter and your fucking ads. I don't give a shit about your ads, Hunter. Take them out. I don't want them. Let's see where she goes.
You won't talk to me because she's scared.
Well, here's the thing, Wandering Hero. When I was saying pathetic, spineless loser, that's what.
All right, come on. Yeah.
Cope, seethe, and dilate, whatever.
So what's funny is the first screenshot she shows already has a date on it. She starts it at January 12th. This is the first thing. And the screen cap is this guy first contacting Hunter.
Right.
Now, all of this is pertaining to an accusation that she's saying the guy paid Hunter to make a video that he just put out. On the 13th, or maybe a few days after that, Hunter put out a video. It was the day after she did a video.
Yeah.
Right? But Hunter, that video, what she doesn't realize, and I remembered this, and it was when she first tweeted it out, and I remember her saying, Hunter made a video about me, blah, blah. And I thought to myself, that's weird, because she's saying, and it came out the day after I made a video. It's very, very conspicuous. And I was like, knowing how these guys do it, like Destiny, Hunter, all these guys.
Yeah.
They all stream for hours.
Yeah.
And their videos are actually, they cut out sections of those streams, edit them, and then put it out.
And upload it.
So really, everything you see in the videos that he posts were recorded like a week prior. Yeah. So I'm like, I wonder if she knows that he actually recorded that probably a week ago. I didn't even know for sure, as I didn't look. But I was like, it was probably recorded a week ago. I bet that's from a live stream. That's what these guys always do. They live stream on Twitch, and then they clip it to put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's exactly what ended up happening. And he ended up showing he streamed that on the 7th. This guy first contacted him on the 12th, but it takes him a week to cut and edit those live streams into videos, and that's when he put out the video. And that's why he was telling him, well, I already have a video coming out of her. It has nothing to do with you, though. It's about me and her, right?
Yeah, right.
Totally makes sense. Like, she never really registers that or says that. No. When she goes over this, she doesn't say, all right, well, Hunter did record that a week ago,
My mistake.
That means.
I mean, Hunter doesn't take down his videos on Twitch. If she wanted to, she could, because I think when she reaches that part of that screen cap, she says, and then he allegedly recorded that a week ago. I don't know. You can go on his Twitch. No, but you can go on his Twitch and go look for when that took place.
Yeah.
It's recorded there. He can't possibly have posted it retrospectively and posted on the 14th for the 7th. Like, that doesn't make sense. So it's obviously stamped on the date.
That was my Hunter Avallone impression. I'm sorry, I'm not as good at doing Hunter Avallone impressions as I am at doing John Zerka impressions. I'm pretty good at.
Oh my God, she's
career. I could definitely tell you all about it.
Can I ask you some questions?
I'm gonna give you guys a timeline of events.
All right, timeline of events. Let's do it. Oh my God. Oh, that picture's terrible.
Okay.
Wait, but you took it.
Hunter stream. I bet Hunter
Showed me that he didn't like BXBullet. That's it. That's too far. Then please leave my chat. Never.
on this guy's profile, he would have immediately seen that
What
he's
was
a
on there?
maniac that does nothing but retweet people who harass.
But even she says it there. If he had clicked on the name, why would he have done? But why?
Yeah.
Sometimes people DM me and I don't click on the name, and I'm like, "Who are you?"
Who are you?
Yeah, I just asked them, "Who are you?" But I don't click on the name and go look through their feed and see who they are in that way. What? He's not like
He's
you.
not invested like
Yeah.
you are. You crazy?
No, plus he probably gets DMs from people all the time. He's a streamer.
Yeah.
He's not super popular streamer, but he's popular enough that I'm sure he does get DMs all the time, you know, or at least regularly. He's gonna check every single person and scroll through their feeds. Like, that takes up too much time. Imagine telling that to like somebody like Destiny. Oh, Destiny, you could have just clicked on the profile picture. I get these DMs all day, every day. Like,
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna click and look at everybody. And, sometimes I just reply with, "Who are you? What do you want?" You know.
Yeah.
And really, Hunter clicked. It says accepted his request on the 12th, and he answers back with just 2 question marks. Like, huh? Who are you? Like, what is this about?
What do you even...
So he was like, "What do you got on BXBullet?" And he answers back with 2 question marks. Like, huh?
Ask me and just
Wait. You can look at his tweet. Hunter, I agree you're not wrong, but maybe going too far. If you think me
What's
defending
going too
myself
far,
is
then?
going too far, then
Yeah.
please leave my chat. Never come back.
What's going too far?
because people
defending
spam
himself.
it on all of his posts constantly.
What is
so
this?
I'm
Who
not kidding.
cares?
Like 30 seconds of due diligence.
But again, even if he did do that, right? And he went and saw this stuff. Why shouldn't he have her on? Why is that a bad thing for him to have him on to defend himself against the accusations? She's like, if he clicked his name, he would have saw everything that, this guy has done to me. Well, I mean, he would have saw the accusations that this guy did all this stuff to you. But why can't he have him on to defend himself against those accusations? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Or come on to explain his side of what went on. Why not? I don't understand why there's an expectation not to, unless you guys were friends, which they're not. So where's this expectation coming from? I don't understand.
Could have
That's
told
a
Hunter
serious
that
one
this
that I
guy
just
was
don't
a bad
get.
guy.
No, 30 seconds of due diligence would have shown me that he didn't like BXBullet. That's it. That does not mean that he's a maniac, a stalker, or anyone who I couldn't be like, okay, well, what do you want to talk about? Why is she such a liar?
Now, there's some missing messages here, so I'm not really sure what this said here.
Well, Hunter went through all the DMs, so there is no missing messages on Hunter's stream. This is just what she took off.
Everything.
Which, honestly, the only reason she even has these screen caps is because Hunter posted them on Twitter.
So she's not She's not exposing anything.
No,
other
she's
than
not
the
exposing
truth,
anything.
which proves her wrong.
She's using the screen caps that Hunter posted on Twitter to defend himself against her accusations, and so she's putting them on together as if they're some sort of revelation that she was right.
Yeah.
But they all prove her wrong. Yeah. They totally prove her wrong.
She's going to allude to
said something
conspiracy
which
watch.
is a crime.
Yeah,
He's probably
she's gonna allude to
harping on
conspiracy.
me taking ivermectin
Yeah.
that was actually obtained over the counter in another country. But okay,
Wait, but you took it from a
Prescribed to
friend,
someone
right?
else.
And that's a crime.
Yeah.
jail for
but she
taking your
glosses
friend's
over that.
prescription
Hold on,
ibuprofen. Okay.
Just because she's just this way, her brain is just this way, because it was prescribed by a doctor to her friend. She took prescribed prescription medication,
Which is
this is how her brain works. She's broken. Like,
which is a crime by her doctor, because doctors aren't supposed to do that. It's criminal for a doctor to tell a patient to take someone else's prescription.
yeah.
But also, again, she goes on for a while. She concocts this whole story from one sentence that she wrote. 3 words, like 3-4 words that he wrote there. And she concocts this whole, it's probably about this and that, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, dude. Anyways,
Sure it is.
So then Rain Plasma says, do you make videos on these people? How much would you take to make one on her? I have so much shit on her. She claims to be a private investigator and scientist. Anti-vax, files fake police reports on multiple people. And he says, LMAO, do you want to pay me to expose her?
Fake police reports on people, which is, remember, that what started with that guy was that she reported him to the police.
Yeah.
And that's why he knows, most likely, because the police went to him and investigated him and was like, no, none of that was true, what she accused him of to the police. So that's why he's saying it was a fake police report. She's reporting me to the police for something I didn't do.
And
the police came and I proved to them I didn't do it.
Her credentials as well of being a private investigator, scientist, all this blah blah. It's also questionable if there's actual proof of this or if she's just saying it or not. Still, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway. I don't really care if she is those things or not. That doesn't really matter, But you really can't believe anything she says because of the way she acts. That's in general, you can't believe anything she says because you could see she lies multiple times and exaggerates and stretches the truth and lies by omission, like leaving out certain things. He did pay you $400 to make a video. That's you're missing some context, and then on top of that, you're kind of twisting the truth because what he was paid him the $400 for was to come on stream with him and discuss this, not make a video. The original offer was, can you make a video? And Hunter said no, but you can come on the stream, right?
And at this point, it's kind of hard to see because I pulled this from Hunter's stream. I bet Hunter didn't think that as he was scrolling super fast through his messages, he probably thought that I wouldn't put that in 0.
No, I mean, he screened it knowing that you can read all of it. Why would he do that? Why wouldn't he just clip it and show you it like this in screen cap format?
Yeah.
He probably didn't think, no, because he's not ashamed of anything that's on there.
Yeah. The top comment. She's your Anna.
She's your Anna, dude.
It's so true, though. So true. It's so true.
I've just told you multiple times, BXB, to debate him or have a conversation over the lies he spewed. Actually, Hunter offered her, I saw the tweet, Hunter offered her $3,000 to come on stream and debate him on whether he's a grifter or not, because she keeps saying he is. And he's like, I will give you $3,000 to come on my stream and prove that I'm a grifter, And she was like, her response was, I don't need your money, Hunter. The point wasn't for the money. You could have just said, oh, I'll come on for free. And you know, you don't have to take the money. You could just say, I'll come on for free and prove you are, But, she can't prove that. I mean, he kind of is, but I don't know if he's a grifter or if he just changed his mind, People change as they get older. He's still young, so I mean, people change viewpoints as they get older. She can easily cover her name and show the certified stamp.
Zoom in, but I did. And that's how I ended up with a pretty full chat history of all of the stuff that was
Go for it. There's nothing there.
Not a private investigator, by the way.
He scrolled through quickly, not because he didn't think you were going to screen cap it, but because he's not ashamed of anything that's on there. There's nothing on there that you're going to be able to say and make him feel bad or make anybody think he's doing anything wrong.
Putting a video on slow mode and taking screenshots is not a fucking private investigator, BXBullet. Are you crazy?
I'm a private investigator. He didn't think I would pause the video.
They passed with this person. I'm sure you've seen.
I guess we're all private investigators because we've all done that.
He says she makes false police reports, sent them to my house, and the cybercrime to my house.
Is that true? I'm curious.
What does that say? Have the math power to do something together.
But you are accusing him of stuff. And the guy has the right to defend himself and then counter-accuse you of stuff. You're not special that you get to accuse people and then those people don't get to defend themselves. Or nobody can accuse you, right? Like,
lady, what world do you live in that you think that's
This
true?
we're saying in the last video. It's like she starts these things and then thinks that people can't retaliate. But when they do, and people play back to her the same that she's dished out, she starts playing victim and starts crying about it. Oh, look what they're doing to me. And it's like, but you started all of this. Like, Hunter wouldn't have even had a video to put out about you. After refused that guy, there would have been no video about you if you didn't...
If she just shut her big mouth. Like...
If he didn't have to do a stream replying to your tweets, right? Days before that. That's the only reason he had a video. So if she never put out that tweet or never said anything to Hunter... Right before this guy DM'd him, this guy would have DM'd him out of the blue. But I'm thinking the reason the guy DM'd him was because he saw that stream. And he was like, oh, he goes after BXBullet too. I'm going to DM him. You know?
And he did do that. He said, it's cool if I send the video now as to this channel, right?
Yeah.
Like, I can do that. That seems fair now. He questioned that to his audience. Yeah.
Got a group of people to stalk me. Go above. He's just lying. I mean, all of these are lies.
Is he lying? Is he lying? It's funny she's saying he's lying, but she literally admits to that. You read the first blog she put out in September 2020. The first thing she says is that she reported this guy to the police, and she's filed multiple reports to get him banned off Twitch, Discord, and Twitter, and has ran a campaign about it to the point where she now says in blogs, oh, hundreds, if not thousands of people have reported this guy. You know, that means she's telling that many people to report, right? Yeah. And she's shocked that and they're not doing anything about it. At least thousands of report against this guy. So you're admitting it.
Yeah.
Like, and then now she's saying they're lies when he says this is what she's done. Cyberbullying, that's cyberbullying. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
You fake police report. Maybe you don't think it's fake, but he thinks it's fake and the police investigated it. You know what I'm saying? The police investigated it. What happened with that?
And he was tipped off by the police, though. Not investigated.
It was like, oh, this guy came in. And maybe she's right. Oh, no. But she started this. She called the police on this guy. Like, this is what I'm saying. There's no expectation here that Hunter and her aren't friends.
No.
Why can't he have this guy on to defend himself against her accusation?
Yeah.
She's called the police on him. She's ran campaigns to get him banned from Twitter, Discord, Twitch. This guy's had to switch multiple names and channels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To the point that drove him to the point where he watched her streams all the time to try to get TOS on her and do the same back to her.
He admitted it could have been anything.
So why can't Hunter, who's not friends with her, has nothing to do with her, have this guy on stream to defend himself against these accusations?
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with that. On top of that, in the screen caps itself of the DMs, Hunter says he's going to press him on it and tells him, I am going to press you on these things. Like, I'm not going to let you get away with spreading bullshit.
Yeah. I'm
going to ask you for proof of everything you say, you know? And you're going to have to prove these things.
By now that these are lies that he tells everybody.
Just say they're lies and we'll all believe you.
She just tweeted about it yesterday that the CT law enforcement did nothing because of what she claimed. So he laughed at her. Okay. So
I mean, but she's said in her blog in September 2020 that she reported him to the police. And it says somehow he found out.
Yeah.
That somehow is that the police came. He's saying himself, the police came and they didn't find all the things she accused him of.
Yeah.
They found to be ridiculous.
Like, ask yourself, if this guy was proven guilty of the things that she accused him of, do you think he would still be online? Just start with that question for a moment. I don't think that he would still be online if it was proven true that the accusation she made the report about.
I mean, all those things I said that she did to this guy, none of those things worked. You think at this point she'd give up on it and be like, all right, let me stop. At this point, it's harassment now and
it's
cyberbullying. She's saying he's harassing her, but she's doing it to him.
Yeah.
And in fact, if you look at it from his perspective, she started it.
Exactly.
She reported him to the police
with no proof.
and tried to get him banned off stuff. Yeah, with very minimal proof.
Yeah.
You know, to the point where the police investigated and saw nothing. Now, at this point, she's still on Twitter tagging the police department of this guy's city, which means she's now doxed him.
Yeah.
She's literally saying, this guy lives in this city. This is her local police.
Go report
Message
him.
them. She's got the name of 2 detectives from that police department. And she's tagging them in those posts too and saying, everybody tweet these guys. You know, if anything, she's making it worse because these guys are probably going to ignore her now because they probably looked into it, found nothing. And now if she does find something, they're going to ignore her because they're getting constant emails about this. About something they already looked into and doesn't work. She's also sent thousands of reports to Discord, Twitter, yet his Discord hasn't been taken down. I think his Twitch was, or he closed it himself. Because every time he went on, he was getting harassed, so he went to a different channel.
Yeah.
But they haven't done anything about it. She's complaining they haven't done anything about it and saying that thousands of people have reported this and they're not saying anything. It's probably because they're not finding
It's nothing.
A violation where she's saying there is one.
Yeah.
At some point, there needs to be some self-awareness and be like, all right, I don't have enough. Like, maybe this guy is doing something wrong. But at this point, you have to realize I don't have enough evidence to make these accusations. maybe it's time to quiet down. And if you want to keep watching him in quiet, go for it. And maybe you catch him actually doing something, getting some serious proof of something.
Yeah.
But so far, she has very minimal proof of this guy doing anything wrong, you know? And not enough that to the point where the police don't have anything to, like, bust them on. Probably stopped investigating it. And even some of these social media companies have nothing. They're like, there's no terms of service violations here, you know.
And if the only wrong that this guy has done is scammed her out of some promotion thing, that still doesn't warrant her going to make a police report about this guy possibly being a groomer or a pedophile. That's just such a leap to make.
That's the only thing I find to be close to legitimate, is that maybe he scammed a couple people, which because he don't know what the scam. But he did put out an apology to it. Remember, he put out a big old apology to everyone who was part of that, the Inception, whatever it was called, the group, and he apologized for it. So either way, if he did scam people, he's apologized for it. I don't know if he continues to scam people. If that's the case, then bust him on that.
And this is the lie. You don't have to lie about this shit. Like,
that's making it worse. That's what I'm saying.
I don't
is
care
by
about
exaggerating some of the things and trying to make small potato things seem huge, like a big criminal thing. You're taking away from what your initial problem was with the guy, which the initial problem was that he was scamming people. Now it's gone beyond scamming, and she barely even mentions scamming anymore. All she says is this pedophile harasser, blah blah blah. And it's like, but all that started because you were calling him out on a scam or something, and I don't know what she called the police on him for, but he didn't get arrested or get into any trouble. So I don't think anything bad was happening there.
So at this point, you guys, let me just ask you. Let me put you...
Or maybe bad, but not criminal, right? Like, nothing criminal.
She's going to make me look bad for having a conversation with someone.
Now, if this
guy... look at that face, Hunter. Oh my God. Hunter, why are you cutting that out? Your face looks ridiculous.
I think it's her that's doing this. Because she's
oh my God, look at that face he's making.
Is this him? Oh my God, he's doing this.
I asked you to start business negotiations.
What a ridiculous
face. And he starts going off about all of this stuff. Don't you think you would have done?
He looks like he smelled a fart and his fart and liked it. That's the face he's making. Like
a tiny bit of digging to see if any of this has any weight.
Wait, are you kidding me? The DMs literally showed me saying I need evidence of this.
Yeah.
What are you? I'm asking him questions in a DM.
Yeah, and in Hunter's video, you can see in these DMs that she screen capped. This is why I say that she goes by these tweets, but she leaves out certain things. She leaves out certain context to say certain things.
Yeah.
In here, if you look at it and you put it in context, you see that he's asking him, I need evidence, though. Like, that was from the beginning. When the guy offered him $500 to make a video, he replies with, well, how about $400 and you come on stream and we talk about this together and we'll go over your evidence. I'm going to need to see the evidence first, though, is how he ends that sentence. He's like, but first, I'm going to need to see that evidence first. Then they keep talking and he's like, oh, yeah, I could come on and we could do that. And then Hunter says it again and repeats himself at least like 3 times where he's like, yeah, but send me that evidence first, though. And he says it a couple times, you know. And he's like, okay, but send me all the evidence first. Like, I want to look over it before we go on, before I even accept it, he says, you know. And then they accepted it. He received the $400, but then he backs out. Hunter backs out, refunds the guy the $400. He says, here's your money back. Yeah. I'm backing out.
Never mind.
I do have a video that's coming out on her, but it's about me and her. It doesn't have anything to do with you. And it was from a stream days ago that I'm cutting out and putting on my YouTube channel. You know, and the guy's like, oh, awesome. Cool, as long as you're dunking on her or whatever, I'll give you a tip. And then he gives him another $200 as a tip, which he ends up wanting back. Eventually asks Hunter for it back, and Hunter goes, no, you donated that to me. And he was like, oh, I paid you that for a video. And Hunter shows him, now here's me refunding you for the video. Here's you saying I'm going to give you a tip anyway and give me $200. He was like, I don't refund donations. If you're paying me for something and I'm not going to do it, I'll refund you. But I'm not going to refund donations. You said it's for me. You know, you donated it. It's a tip, actually. He called it a tip. You know? Imagine going to a restaurant and asking a waitress for a tip back. You know, like, oh, give me back that tip. I actually changed my mind that I don't like the service. And, you know, it's ridiculous.
Why didn't he instantly just use his private investigator knowledge? What are you talking about?
Yeah, she's the one claiming to be a private investigator, not him.
He's saying, sure, how much do you want something about keeping it confidential?
Which is a lie.
But I need the evidence. So he
But
said,
I need the evidence. There
Right.
you go. That's what he's saying. I need the evidence.
sure, I'll have to
Wait,
get it
there's
all
me
off my
asking for
So
the
I
evidence.
need to see your
I need
evidence
the
defending
evidence.
yourself from her
Explain what's
accusation.
wrong with that.
She
Like,
fucking
Yeah, there's
lied.
nothing wrong with that. I don't see an issue here. But you know what? I gotta go to the bathroom. I don't know if you want to keep talking. Should I meet it?
I'm scared. I don't know how to do this, but I don't know how to manage shit by myself yet.
All right. I'm gonna meet it, guys. I'll be back in a second. All right, I'm back. Phone's on so I can hear the video. All right.
We appreciate your patience.
he's stalking him. I'm not really sure. Oh,
But again, like, what's going on here is, like I said, this guy offered him $500 to make the video against her. He refused that, said $400, you come on stream and we'll go over the evidence. But there isn't evidence. So, I mean, like I said before, there's no expectation here that Hunter should refuse this guy because of anything with her. He's not friends with her. Why is there a reason to be like, no, I'm not going to accept this because
Out of respect for her or something like that.
because you took an image of her daughter for retaliation. Yeah, but you called the police on her, on him. So, I mean, at least let him defend himself. Why is she trying to not let him defend himself is the point.
Yeah.
I can understand you're mad at this dude. You're beefing with this guy. But at some point, you're like, you know what's funny is her and Hunter have been arguing and other people are saying stuff, and then she's like, well, listen to my side if you want to hear the truth. At least, you know, you're listening to Hunter's side, listen to my side. Who's listening to that other guy's side?
Yeah.
Nobody. Nobody's having that guy
Nobody's
on
got
and
that
asking
guy
him to
back.
defend himself. Anybody who does, as in Hunter, she's bashing him. So imagine Hunter did have that guy on. She would have a field day on that.
Yeah.
She's trying to have a field day on him almost to do it. But then refusing it at the end. Who's this? You know, imagine he did do it. She would go nuts.
She'd
But
lose it.
I tell you what, she has no place to. She has no
Exactly.
place to tell Hunter that he can't have
Can or
someone
cannot
on
do
to
something.
defend
Yeah.
themselves against accusations she
Yeah.
made against them.
Wanting Hunter to request this guy take down his pinned video clip, Hunter's pinned video clip from Rain Plasma's Twitter, is the most insane thing you could request a creator to do, because that's what she wants him to do.
Yeah.
That was the first straw that broke.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, that's nutty to want somebody to do that.
here he says, I'm not hurting for money either. I'm loaded with $500. Do it. He's always posturing that he's like super rich.
Yeah, who cares?
So what?
He's got money.
A lot of people do that.
He offered Hunter $500.
Yeah, so?
You, like Alf just said, Hunter offered her $3,000 to prove him wrong about something. She said, "Oh, I'm not gonna take your money," but she could have still done the thing without taking the money. So,
but she's acting like it's a big shock that somebody would pay a creator who has a content creator who has a huge sub count to make a video about something.
Yeah.
What's so weird about it? People do that all the time.
Do that. Editors
Pretty sure
also
people do
get
that all the time.
paid to make videos. So, like, imagine that.
And this guy doesn't have a big platform, so obviously him doing it doesn't mean anything. But he's like, if I can amplify my defense, then I do it.
And
So
this
what?
didn't set off any alarm bells to Hunter.
Yeah, why would it?
Why?
Why would it set off alarm bells? I don't understand. But it did set off alarm bells because he said, I want to see the evidence first.
Yeah, exactly.
So the alarm bell was, this guy might be full of shit. Let me check out this evidence first before I accept this money and do something about it.
Maybe she'll get there, but I doubt it. I doubt
I know, she's lying.
Go look into the matter.
I did.
So why look into the matter if he hasn't seen the evidence yet? Why would he look into it? He's asking the guy for the evidence so he can look into it.
Yeah.
That never happened. I don't think he ever got the evidence. He heard something else about it and was like, oh, all this stuff is going on. I don't want anything to do with that, actually. And he never even got the evidence or got to do anything with this guy at all, you know?
Yeah.
The second he looked into the matter.
You were literally playing the thing where I said I need to see evidence. And you were saying that I didn't.
That's what I say. This is the whole thing. Is all her screen caps is her explaining what the screen cap says, but it doesn't match the screen cap. Every screen cap debunks what she says. It's so weird.
Do my diligence? What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's like, do my diligence. I asked him for the evidence, and I was waiting on him to send the evidence. What?
The upper echelon gaming video about this guy and what he did to my kid all over all of his posts. It would have
what he did to your kid was what you did to your kid. You're the one who had your kid carelessly come on the stream.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's something you can let slide. I understand it's hard. You have a 3-year-old child. It's hard to keep them in line and to not, barge into things. I totally get that. I understand. Yeah. But that's her to be accountable for that. The only reason this guy took that clip and openly admits it, and in fact, she wouldn't even know that was even saved anywhere to report to TOS unless he himself
admitted it
said
what it was for.
Yeah, he's the one who said that, and he said he did it to report her to TOS as a blackmail, like, hey, leave me alone, or I'm gonna report you for this thing you did on your stream, right?
He also said it could have been anything.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, and then he was like, it could have been anything. I don't care at this point. It was retaliation.
Yeah,
because she's been harassing me, attacking me, all this stuff.
Yeah,
I have to be honest. I don't blame them very much. Like, if she called the police on me and tried to report me and ran a campaign to report me, the gloves are off.
Yeah.
I'm watching you 24/7 waiting for you to slip up so I can catch you in something. And I'm going to dedicate myself to that show. Like, every minute I have free, I'm going to watch all of your content and make sure and anything I catch that might violate terms of service, I'm reporting you.
She's the one that spoiled that window of courtesy from just all of her actions and continues to do so. But
that's where I say that she starts stuff and then plays the victim of it. Like, she started this with Hunter. Now she's playing the victim and saying, Hunter did all this terrible thing to me. Hunter's not your friend. He didn't do anything terrible to you. There's no expectation for him to be loyal to you in any way.
Yeah.
And then and on top of that, Hunter would have never even made that video that that came out after this DMs. That video would have never even been made if she didn't tweet stuff about him that he did a live stream about, and that's really just clips from a live stream.
Yeah.
That he posted later on. It's not a video he made. It was him reacting to her tweets on a live stream.
Exactly.
Then clipping that out and posting that on his YouTube a week later.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with the guy at all.
Nothing, not a thing.
So there's nothing here. It's a big nothing.
Yeah.
She's acting on there's a little shaded. This is where I say that the things are very tiny. She takes these little small potato things and then blows them up to be these horrific things that aren't, and makes little connections that seem like connections, but when you see what actually happens, you're like, oh no, this is what happened.
Yeah.
Literally if he had done
and there's also an expectation that you think of when somebody tells you something straight out,
right?
It's most likely not going to be self-incriminating.
Right.
When she said, did this guy pay you to make that video you put out? And he said, no. Here's when I streamed that clip that video's from was on January 7th. Mm-hmm. Here's when that guy first contacted me was on January 12th.
Right.
And then I put out the video January, I think it was like 17th or something like
19th,
that.
Yeah.
So the video is from the stream from the 7th. So it was like a week before he even contacted me, Yeah. And then what does she do? She's like, he admits it, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, how did he just admit it by telling you that video was already recorded?
Yeah.
Like, the guy offered to pay him to make a movie, but he didn't take it. He refused to do it and then just put out his own video that he already had made about her.
Yeah.
He hadn't reached out to me yet. I hadn't posted the video at that point yet.
He would have already known what was going on.
He's like, I hadn't posted the video yet.
No, okay? I hadn't posted.
And her whole thing, and it all started from her suspicion because that guy did a stream where he was saying, oh, I can't wait for that video to come out.
Right.
And he's a 600K subscriber channel, and he's going to put out a video about her, and I can't wait, man. And so she assumed, oh, he made that video for that guy.
Yeah.
But in the end, it ended up that that's not what happened. Yeah. It was a video that he had already made, was already in the works anyway, and the guy knew that video would come out because he watched that stream.
The video yet? Where's your timeline, you idiot?
Was going to come out on YouTube. By the way, she could have seen that video since the 7th if she had just seen it on his Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Way before the guy even contacted him for the first time or did a stream saying, oh, can't wait for that video to come out, which was already out. She could have seen it since the 7th.
I don't want to take advantage. If it's less, that's fine. Either way, send me the evidence first. Don't
send me the evidence first. Again, he said it again. He's debunking herself.
Yeah.
Saying, do your due diligence, Hunter. He's asking for the evidence.
He asked for that.
And he wants to go over all the evidence first before he even accepts. Yeah. That's what he's saying.
The evidence, something about committing to the expose. You have my confidentiality. Okay. I appreciate you for just something. I had a hard year and a half. Unfortunately.
You're now in no position to make fun of people saying that. You say that shit all day.
I deleted it. Oh, silly me. Somebody was accusing me of felonies, and I accidentally deleted all of the evidence in my defense. That's not suspicious at all.
Wait, it is suspicious.
What? What did she say? Accidentally deleted all what? Who deleted what evidence?
My confidentiality.
No.
I
Okay. He means this is Rain Plasma explaining he deleted all his evidence because the only evidence that he needed to go to terms of service on Twitch was that video clip. That video clip that was saved by someone named Danielle, sent to Rain Plasma for the purpose of reporting it to terms of service. This is why he doesn't have any proof on his end.
Oh, because he already used it to report it, and then he deleted it.
He's not saving it to now share it on the dark web or whatever the hell she's talking about. It was only just to report to Twitch because of what she did previously to him.
I had a hard year and a half. Unfortunately,
you know what's funny is she's playing it like this guy's crying. Oh, I had a hard year and a half. Well, you reported him to the police and you've been doing all this stuff. But what I find funny of that is she's like mocking him, like making it seem like he's crying. Mm-hmm. But that's what she does on the internet.
Yeah.
She's like in the last week, she's been like, this has been really hard on me. Yeah. I'm logging off of Twitter for a day. I can't, she's the one doing that. That's a projection.
Yeah.
And the only reason she's doing that is because she went after this dude. This dude retaliated.
Yeah.
And then she goes after Hunter, and Hunter retaliates.
And then Hunter tells her, ma'am, log offline, your mental health will improve drastically. And she takes that as, he's telling me to kill myself. And then she's going to mock this guy saying, I've had a hard year from the shit that she's pulled on him.
Oh yeah, she went on a Twitch stream with a bunch of conservative dudes with CRT. What's that guy's name?
CTV or something like that. Yeah, I have no idea.
I forget, but he's always on Dylan Burns streams. He's like the one main conservative guy they always have. CTV or something his name is. Oh yeah, they go on there and she makes up all this bullshit. She says Hunter's tweeting her to say to go kill yourself, which isn't true. Yeah. Hunter was telling her to get off the internet. He was like, get offline. You would be better for your sanity and mine. Yeah. That's what he said. He's like, you should get off the internet. Seems to be really bothering you. You should maybe, for your own sanity, get off the internet. You're not good at this. But she told them to kill yourself. She also relays the story to them and then totally lies by omission, leaves out tons of details while, giving very basic things that, make it seem like it's worse than it is. But it's not. Like, if you look into what she's saying, you're going to realize that that's not what's going on.
Once again, Hunter makes a point which you got to agree with, which is does your life revolve around being online so much that logging off is the equivalent to killing yourself?
Yeah, is that what it is?
How deranged are you, ma'am?
It is strange that she thinks that's what
in
he's
no position to make fun of you.
But it's a thing. It's playing victim.
It is.
She's exaggerating everything that happens in order to get the perception that she's a victim and have people be like, oh, you poor thing, I'm on your side, you know, blah, blah, blah. But all of this is exaggerations. Like I said, she's taking all small shit and blowing it up. That's probably what happened with this dude. Is probably maybe he was kind of scamming people. The only thing we saw, what they were proving that what's the name of that? Those guys, that one video where the guy said he was exposing him and he went through it. And a lot of the scam, some of the scam he was saying was that either some of the sponsors weren't real or people weren't receiving the products.
Which was a free
that there were,
case of
that the sponsorship
drinks.
people were sending. Like if an energy drink company was sponsoring them, they would send them a free case of energy drinks.
Yeah.
But some of them were saying they weren't getting it, but this was during coronavirus time. And he was like, oh man, because of coronavirus, things are kind of like, backed up. That could be true. I mean, they never show any proof that wouldn't be true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, there is an excuse going on here. And then this is where I say, like, they kind of twist things. In another one, they kind of twisted to say he had underage people signing contracts and make it seem like he was tricking them into signing contracts so they think that they're stuck to this contract. But then they literally show a DM of him talking to a minor saying, well, you can sign the contract, but it really doesn't matter because I can't hold you up to it anyway.
Yeah,
like,
which
legally.
Means he can't be
so
held
it seems like he is
held up on his side either.
Yeah.
Like,
so it seems like he's literally telling them, like, these contracts aren't binding.
Bullshit.
You're underage. They don't mean anything.
Yeah.
But as a formality, I guess they sign it because that's what he makes the adults sign, to just like say, I'm in this group. I'm going to work with you. So I'm guessing that's what he had the kids sign. But he literally, the one they show is him literally telling them, like, it really doesn't matter if you sign this or not because I can't really hold you to it anyway. Yeah. You know. So it makes no difference.
You say that shit all day.
And then said that he has to talk to a legal team or something to find out what he can do with, you know, like signing up minors and stuff.
I deleted it. Oh, silly me. Somebody was accusing me of felonies and I accidentally deleted all of the evidence in my defense. That's not suspicious at all.
Wait,
they're accusing me of felonies? No, but this is the thing. She's accusing him of felonies. She hasn't really shown much proof of those. Yeah. In fact, she shows so little proof of those that she did report him to the police.
It's laughable.
The police are ignoring her. She reported him to the FBI. The FBI are ignoring her. This guy found out she reported him to the police, most likely because the police visited him, investigated this, and found nothing.
Exactly.
All the accusations she made, they investigated and said, oh, no, there's a big nothing. She's stretching. This is what I'm saying. She's taking small things and stretching them.
Now
I don't think there's anything criminal going on at all. And she's basically started this harassment campaign and called the police on a guy over non-criminal shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Over maybe he's a douchebag. Yeah. And he screwed you over somehow and you're pissed off. But then it's revenge. And just say this is revenge. Yeah. You know? Yeah.
Suspicious. Do you know that I didn't work with the guy?
You notice, this is why I say, you notice she doesn't go after anything anymore of what this guy, her original beef with this guy was. Yeah. Now it's all about, this is the guy who took an image of my daughter and used it in retaliation against, well, why did he do that? What happened before that? Yeah. What was the initial beef about? You know, what were you guys, you know, why did he just did it at random or, you know, like what happened, you know? She skips all that, and the only thing she harps on is that now, as opposed to saying, well, you know, he scammed some people 2 years ago, you know, like.
Yeah. Like, I'd love to be a fly on the wall if she were to explain this whole situation to somebody in like her personal life, and I wonder if they would ask the question, well, how did that guy get the picture of your daughter?
Yeah, how exactly
did that happen? Like, it was her fault.
I doubt they asked that. I bet everybody's like, oh, you poor thing. Like, yeah. Just like those guys were on that stream where she said nobody pushed back on her about it. She explained that whole thing. They're like, oh man, that's messed up, man. How could they do that? Nobody pushed back and asked any question. Well, why? What do you mean this? Or how do we know this happened? You have any? Can you show us some screen caps? Anything? No, she just told the story and they all just bought it.
What are you doing?
And sucked it all up.
Yeah.
Doing right now. This is humiliating.
And
how does she keep
I
going?
Can make one and just put it in there, something. Okay.
She is literally destroying her own point.
And then Hunter says, I'd do it ASAP. I'd like to make sure of something to this before I agree.
Yeah, I'd like to make sure it's legit.
He says we'll do it tomorrow. Okay. So, now
are you going to show where I say, no, I'm not working with you?
Do you need a backstory? And I can't read what this says here. Okay. Then here we have our first big thing.
I found it crazy that this is the picture he uses of himself to put on thumbnails. It's insane. I don't understand it at all.
Happened. Remember, this is January.
It's like the most douchey image of himself that you could find, and he put up.
Okay.
He looked like a total.
Now on January 18th, there's a video of Rain Plasma talking about this.
On what day she said? January 18th.
I think so.
Yeah. 11 days after that video, after he streamed.
Yeah.
The video that eventually came out, but that was just an hour clip off of or I think it was like 25-minute clip from a longer stream that happened 11 days before that.
Yeah, you know what video... I think she's doing? I'm just going to look at Hunter when he posted that video of her, because I think she's just being stubborn about this and seeing, oh, well, he made that video on... He put out this video on January 24th. This is recent, and she's refusing to follow the stream of where.
Yeah, but the stream that it came from was on the 7th. Yeah.
Like, no, but you posted this on this day.
And then she's talking about she saw a stream from this guy talking about the video was going to come out, but the stream had already happened 11 days prior to that.
Yeah. That Hunter's going to put out the next day, right here. Okay.
Yeah, he's going to put out the next day from a stream he did on the 7th.
Yeah.
It wasn't that video. You fucking.
Avallone also has a YouTube channel called Hunter Avallone Live, and you can watch all his live streams like this. Like,
Idiot! Do you not realize the VOD? The VOD.
Yeah, as I say, it's a video on demand. He clipped it off of his Twitch and posted.
The VOD was made on January 7th.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find.
Now, you can verify this by just going on his Twitch. Go to his January 7th live stream, and you're gonna find that same exact video that he posted a week and a half later. You're gonna find that entire thing on that live stream.
Oh, I feel really bad for her.
This one?
I feel really bad.
I wouldn't.
I think that you guys have seen it, but I really.
Which conversation is this? This is live. She's live right now, so come watch on my stream and don't give her another fucking view. She's a liar, a grifter, and actually no, she's not a grifter. She's just a major piece of shit. It used to be Raiden's Reign. It did. Yes.
She is a liar.
He changed his name. Okay, well I'll just go to my YouTube video where it is. Oh, maybe that's where it is. I couldn't find that earlier. Hold on, guys. Let's open up my YouTube.
I'm gonna have to skip a bit here because this
sending
shit's
them
long,
porn, encouraging them to read like pedophilia related.
None of that was proven true.
Stories and stuff that the kids have written. And
that's not how it happened.
Yeah.
In fact, he was grossed out by that.
Yeah.
There was young people talking about a fanfic story of 10-year-olds having sex, and he was like, what are you guys doing? Like, why are you doing this? And he was actually questioning it. And they show the DMs of that.
Yeah.
They show the screen caps of him saying, why are you guys doing this? Like, this doesn't, he doesn't encourage it at all. He's actually talking against it. Like, what? Why? Like, what is going on here? He was actually, like, surprised by it. Like, what?
Yeah.
Encouraging them to write.
I don't know if this is true or not, but it's quite.
It's not. It's not the way she says it.
Slightly questionable.
You can see it from the
yeah, you can look at the screenshots for yourself.
What's funny is we're viewing it, most of this, now we're watching it from Hunter talking, but most of this, we are getting the story from her side.
Yeah.
And we still instantly thought she was full of shit.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, something about what she's saying does not add up. And the more and more we look at it, and the more she says, she keeps contradicting herself. We see people post evidence of something and she takes it wrong and thinks that it's evidence for her, and it's like, huh?
She just wants people to take her word for all this and run with this hate campaign that she is like throwing on this guy.
And even that video she's promoting from that other guy who's exposing it, most of that is not much. It's like very shoddy evidence of stuff.
I didn't see any money being scammed from people. That was one thing I did not hear mentioned at all in this.
Yeah, they say a lot of things that they're not showing. The whole thing is them showing screen caps, but they're also saying a lot of things in between that they're not showing screen caps for.
Yeah.
And then when they show the screen caps for certain things, you're like, this isn't much of anything.
Yeah.
So then how do we know the other stuff they're not showing screen caps for is even true? And that ends up being the worst of it, is the stuff they're not showing screen caps for. Is
like, I'm sorry you didn't get your free box of energy drinks, but like it was free to begin with, so I don't even understand that complaint.
Quite possible that it could be.
And I say gay because it was about two gay because it's called homoerotic. Okay, it's hard to talk about. It's really
it's not hard to talk about. We saw the screen cap, so it wasn't that hard to talk about, and he was totally against it. He was like, no.
Honestly, is this her first time on the internet? Because there's a lot of fanfics out there, and you know, one that is popping into my head just because it's the first thing I can think of. Supernatural. The show Supernatural. It's about two brothers fighting supernatural entities in the show. And there's fanfics about them being in a gay relationship out there. Like, these things happen, and teenagers write them.
No, plus teenagers have edgy humor. They like to be edgy and shit. Like, that's what they're doing.
It really doesn't matter.
This guy's an older guy, and when he saw it, he was like, why are you doing this? Like, why are you guys into this? This seems weird. Like, what? And, but they're edgy kids.
This doesn't mean anything.
Like, they're just kids being edgy. Who cares?
Disgusting what this guy has done. Again,
he hasn't done much.
He hasn't done anything.
He has barely shown any evidence of this guy doing disgusting things at all. Like, barely.
5 fucking
really
minutes
shoddy.
of due diligence. You could have seen why you call this guy a pedophile.
Wait.
Okay?
Why you call this guy a pedophile? I mean, from what you've shown, I haven't seen it yet. Why she calls him that. I haven't seen it yet. It's all really shoddy evidence that she calls him that. Like, why? In fact, in her video originally that she made about it, she says she calls him an accused pedophile at the beginning, which I think is funny because nobody else accuses him but her. The accusation comes from her. Then, like, halfway through, she starts calling him blah, 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 from a known pedophile. But you just said he was accused. Now you're saying he's known. And then later on, she calls him an accused one again. And it's like, which is it? That's one of the very first, like, red flags I got. There was like, why is she calling him an accused one, and then a known one, and then an accused one again?
Yeah.
This seems really weird that she keeps going back and forth with this terminology. Almost like it's really she's accusing him, but, you know, and nobody else, and it's not really known. You know, it's known because you accused him. That's why he's known. Yeah. Because you're the one accusing him.
I'm getting really annoyed with her being like 5 minutes of due diligence while showing the DMs of me doing my due diligence. Why are you doing this?
Yeah, it's not working.
Yeah.
You got rid of your kids? Someone offered me a pretty good price.
All right, move forward.
Oh, here it is. Okay. Released the YouTube video and said this.
Can I now message them with the video about BXBullet?
Oh, no, that's
that would be fair, right?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that one either. Where he's like, I could send the video Hunter made to all his chat because he's saying that, is that fair? He's actually asking his audience if it's fair.
Yeah. Does that seem
because of what she's done to him? Like, is that a fair retaliation?
Yeah.
A couple of them on YouTube.
I think it's fair. I think it's fair because she's saying all these accusations about him. Yeah. If he wants to validate himself or defend himself in a way of saying, look how she's acting towards Hunter, she's a liar, don't believe her about me, I think he's totally justified to do that.
Yeah.
Why not?
I would think so too.
And I mean, she's trying to say it like he's doing something bad, but she's been going after him for a year and a half. Yeah. Why can't he defend himself to her chat? Like, why not?
Asking me.
One of them just came out from.
And you justified that it wasn't about pedophilia.
What does she say? You ever stop to think that there are actual people behind the screens, people who live with lives and hearts, who go through the struggles same as you? It wouldn't hurt you to try to empathize and be a better person. But why? I mean, this is what I said last time is, why is there an expectation for Hunter to be a nice guy? He doesn't say he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Like, you're trying to get this type of behavior out of Hunter as if you guys are friends or in some sort of relationship and they have, or a mutual respect between each other. But none of that exists. In fact, they've been at odds for a long time. There is no expectation of niceties between them. You know, like there shouldn't be. In fact, she should expect him to not be nice to her.
Exactly.
Because she's not been nice to him and vice versa. Neither of them should expect niceties, and because they've both been kind of cruel. It's weird for her to make this video now, make this DM to him saying, oh, you should have empathy for people and this and that, when she says things about him all the time too. Like, it's not just one way. This isn't a one-way street, you know? And this is where I say that she likes to play victim. Like, she's been saying douchey things about him, but, you know, but he's the one who needs to empathize. Like, what? Or he's the one who has to be a nice guy.
She calls Hunter a pedo apologist, and he's just supposed to take that.
Yeah, like, now he's got to be a nice guy about it? Like, what, huh?
Punching first, you know, at each time she's punching first.
I know I have my faults, but when I respond too harshly, wrong someone, etc., I go out of my way to apologize.
I remember he clipped that. He said, let's save that because that's important. And she has. Where is that?
Yeah,
where can we?
Where
see
has
that?
she apologized? Hunter has done nothing but show that he is right in this and that he didn't do anything wrong. Nor is what she even accuses him in the first place doing something wrong.
Yeah.
I don't see it as doing something wrong. I'm sorry. If you want to think I'm a jerk for that, then fuck it. I'm a jerk. But if you're gonna attack me with something, I'm gonna defend myself.
Exactly.
Every time. And if we're not friends, then why don't I have any expectation to be loyal to you? Why should I be loyal to you? Why should I turn away somebody who's defending himself from accusations you're throwing at them if we're not friends?
Yeah.
Maybe if we were friends, I'd be loyal to you and be like, nah, man, go somewhere else, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm not loyal to you. So why? I mean, dude, if this guy is watching this video right now, give me $400. I'll have you on. I don't have much of a platform to help you with, but if you want to give me money and come on to defend yourself and show me the evidence against what she's saying, or at least give me your side of the story, I'm down with that. I don't have any expectations of being loyal to this chick. For what? I wouldn't. I'll hear your side.
Yeah.
Goes through the real struggle, same as you. Oh yeah, blah blah. I go out of my way to apologize. Yeah, right. Write it in some way, which she hasn't done.
Where?
Hunter has shown over and over again that what she's accusing him, he didn't do.
She's not even taking the police investigation, like their word for this. That there is nothing. She's now wanting people to harass the police to report this guy for what she's claiming still hasn't been proven true.
Of which the police, it seems like, already did investigate it and find nothing, and she's still trying to harass the police over it. Now she's harassing the police in his local police department, right?
She's never wrong.
Yeah, she hasn't righted anything. Like when I apologized to you for Twitter beef. Oh, okay, but then you started more Twitter beef. Then you do it again.
Like your apology means nothing.
Yeah, apology.
You apologize and then do the same shit.
And then do it again, yeah. Remember, we are all human beings here. You don't have to be so awful, telling me to quit Twitch and having your chat attack me like that for content. When did that happen? Oh, remember, that's the accusation that we looked up too, and all his videos are in response to her.
Yeah.
Or defending her. There's one defending her, one that's the debate they had, and then the next one is him replying to her, attacking him on Twitter and doing a video, doing the live stream on there.
So now she wants Hunter to message Rain Plasma to never, not even for a second, pin any of Hunter's tweets to Rain Plasma's own account, and she wants Hunter to now message all these people in Hunter's comments and say, don't say mean things about BXBullet. Two insanely absurd requests to make when you're dealing with the internet.
Oh no, and on top of that, they're not friends.
No.
They don't like each other.
Yeah.
I don't understand why she thinks he should be nice to her.
Yeah.
And at the end she say, I'd appreciate it if in the future you would hashtag not attack me like that on your stream. Thanks.
Then stop attacking him.
No, but it's not even about that. Why is there an expectation that he why should he care what you would appreciate? Yeah. You're not friends.
You don't do that. You don't give him the same courtesy.
You don't even have mutual respect for each other. Why should he care what you appreciate or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand the expectation for this.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And why is she tweeting out stuff about him then?
Exactly.
Don't tweet out stuff
you don't
about
want
him.
you don't want it to be hit back on you. Don't punch first.
Oh, but what this is in response to was he reacted, which is funny. There's another expectation that she should have that she doesn't, and then expects things that she shouldn't have. This was about, this DM right here was about him going over her debate with Destiny about the Alec Baldwin thing.
Yeah.
Right? And which she failed miserably at. So he went over it and said a bunch of stuff about her.
Yeah.
But you should expect him to do that because one, you guys aren't friends and you're at odds with each other, and secondly, Hunter Avallone makes content on Destiny debating people all the time.
Yeah.
It's a common thing. And Destiny does the same thing. All these people do the same thing.
Yeah.
They all go over each other's content all the time.
Yeah.
Like constantly. So for you to go on a debate with Destiny and think that Hunter wasn't going to go over that's your fault.
Yeah.
That's the expectation you should have. That's normal. That's how everything runs on the internet right now, is that these streamers, these political streamers, debate streamers, they all go over each other's debates and analyze each other's debates all the time. But yet she expects him to be courteous to her for some reason. Like, what?
About karma.
Why?
And I'll play that one for you now. Oh, here.
Is she seriously still doubling down on this? I've debunked all this. Idiot.
Yeah.
600,000 subscribers.
Yeah, he's debunked all this. And on top of that, what is wrong with this?
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with him paying Hunter to make a video on her. Yeah. I don't see a problem with that.
Okay. So when
pay up, Hunter, your diligence was due on the 20th.
he said that,
Here we go again. She's gonna say the same thing
like,
we already
little
debunked.
alarm bells in my head saying, "Whoa, 600,000 subscriber. What's he talking about? That's weird."
Private investigator.
You know, I assumed he was talking about like.
It's like her spider
And
sense.
basically, at this point, Hunter said, "Every single time you make a video about me, I'm gonna make a video about you, replying and defending myself. Every single time now."
Yeah.
And now he's like mad. And at the end of the last video, he was like, "Fuck you,
man.
Anytime you mention my name, I'm gonna make a video about you. You know, blah blah blah." He's blocked her, so now he has every right to make a video about her every time she does. Because the point is, you stop making videos about me and attacking me, then I'll stop. You know?
Exactly.
Hence the private investigator tingling.
So I just kind of put it in the back of my head and kind of continued with, you know, like watching the debate.
That's what happened. You see that? She got that little tip. She kept it in her head and thought about it so long that she made something true that wasn't true.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, 600,000, that has to be Hunter. Oh, he paid Hunter to make this video." The truth is, he did try to pay Hunter to make a video.
Yeah.
But that never happened.
Yeah. She's doing the Pepe
And the video that came
thing.
out was a video that Hunter had already streamed days prior.
Like Charlie from Always Sunny with the Pepe Sylvia. Like, she's literally doing that. I wonder if she has a room with all the strings.
Yeah, putting the little
connecting
strings
things
and coming up with a conspiracy theory, and then when the actual story is told to her, she doesn't believe it.
Yeah.
Because she's so sold on her
But
own
the
conspiracy theory.
connections.
That's what I'm saying. She's making these connections.
Yeah.
Those connections are there, but those connections could
Nothing.
possibly mean another thing,
Yeah.
and she doesn't even realize it.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to let go of what she thought.
After that happened, you all know that he admitted his guilt, and it was a viral video.
He admitted his guilt. Guilt of what?
Guilt of what?
What was the guilt? Guilt of doing what? That's what I don't understand.
Actually on the front page of LSF, and this is what kind of
She's talking
caused
about the other
viral
guy, not me.
uproar,
Talking about the other guy, no.
Yeah.
surrounding the situation. I'll let you see that one now, okay? But remember, right before this video,
All right, so she admitted the guilt of the other guy, asking him to make a video for her. Why should that guy feel guilty about that? Where's the guilt in that? It's a retaliation for all the things you've been doing. And he should be allowed to defend himself against your accusation.
Yeah.
600,000 subscriber YouTube account who was about to make a video. And remember, that video hadn't come out yet. So that was
Please
just weird.
stop doing this, BX Bullet. We've already debunked this.
So that you can
That
see.
video hadn't come out yet, but it was streamed days ago. Days before that. Week before that.
Go back to the private
This is just her like
investigation.
doubling down on things that
Yeah, doubling down on things
The
that's
dates.
already been explained and shown proof of.
BX Bullet. The dates, they matter.
Yeah, the dates matter. Yeah. And at this point, it kind of seems like she just doesn't want to go on there. Why can't I see the chat? Somebody.
Okay.
It seems now like she doesn't even want to know the truth because she can easily just go on Hunter's Twitch and look up his stream from January 7th and see that that clip is the exact same thing from that stream, that it was just clipped off of that stream. But now it's just her fault. Like, she's trying to blind herself to the truth, which Hunter showed that is true.
but if we already know aren't true.
Came out of your mouth, and then that is why you used the picture, and you justified that it wasn't about pedophilia, it wasn't about like trying to obtain child support.
She moves herself away from this.
So I'm giving you the
Being
benefit
used
of the
as
doubt
blackmail.
and asking you.
Right, blackmail as retaliation for her calling the police on him and doing all this stuff and accusing him of all these things, running a campaign, accusing him of all these things all over the internet.
Yeah.
Tagging his local police on Twitter, the detectives there, tagging the FBI, like all these things she's doing, and
all because she didn't get her free energy drinks.
Yeah, probably.
She really needed
That's what
those
it
free
seems
energy
like.
drinks.
Or maybe he flirted with her too, because
That's
that was
what
part
I've
of it.
been
She
wondering.
says that,
It
but they
would
never
be
show the
really-
screen cap of that happening. But she says he tried to flirt with her or talked inappropriate with you.
Yeah. It would
He
be
doesn't show the screen
interesting-
caps of that, so according to every other thing she said, I don't know if I could believe that.
Yeah.
And even if he did, well, he's kind of a douchebag. That's not enough to fucking try to ruin someone's life like this, you know? And call
In the context of how you said that, why is that appropriate? And how is that? Go ahead.
So it's not that particular incident, maybe not appropriate, but that was the only thing we were trying to do was get her banned. It could have been anything else.
It could have been, yeah, that's his
actual
explanation.
words,
I didn't take it because of what it was. It was the only thing that was a terms of violation of TOS that happened that I can report her on, because she's been running campaigns reporting him like crazy, and he wanted something to report her back. He's desperate.
But she doesn't want to listen to that.
Keep in mind that clip right there where he's basically admitting to it is where I was like, oh, whoa, this is fucking creepy.
It's really, personally, I don't think it's that creepy. I think she left herself open to that by attacking him so harshly and calling the police on him and all these things that she's done. I think, like I said, gloves are off at this point. Like, you've done stuff that could not only maybe, what if she called the police on him for something and, you know, accused him of something. They go to investigate him and they find something else that had nothing to do with her. Right. Or nothing to do with the Discord or something. You know, maybe they find like drugs in his house or something. Yeah. Now you got him arrested. And now he has a felony for something that had nothing to do. And they find him innocent of the stuff you actually accused him of. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She could have completely ruined an innocent man's life for all she knows over some shoddy evidence, you know? Yeah. I think gloves are off, and I think he's allowed to do that shit. And I don't think he should feel guilty about it.
100%.
Are you so dumb you think
I don't find it wrong, and I'll stand by that I don't find anything this guy did in retaliation to what she's done wrong. Yeah, I don't find anything Hunter did wrong. I don't even find what she's accusing Hunter of, which she's wrong about. I don't even find that to be bad. And if Hunter did get paid to make the video for this dude and made that video, I think Hunter's completely on the clear of that and completely justified to do it. Yeah. He shouldn't even feel bad about it. No. In any way.
Ain't a private investigator. Hey, buddy, I really hope she sees this, okay? You're going to get banned now because I ban all simps. Bye-bye. See you later. She ain't wrong. She is provably wrong, as I already demonstrated today. That's why I'm posting the video. We already went over all this. I'm laughing at her, and if you're not up to speed on the fact that everything she's saying right now is a lie, then consider leaving the internet and never coming back.
Yeah.
Bankrupt, or do you like have like a moral compass?
I mean, it's not that serious.
You know, pedophilia.
Maybe
like
consider watching your other videos.
Using a naked image of a minor down here, and then like scalping right is back up here.
It's the worst possible thing for me.
But
thank you. Yes. Thank you for admitting that.
No, well, he's saying, well, this is down here. This is, well, where is reporting the police and accusing someone of being a pedophile and reporting them to the police with shoddy evidence? What level is that at? Yeah. Trying to ruin someone's life. Yeah.
With a fake report,
by accusing him of criminal activity and calling the police on him and ruining his liveliness on the internet where he makes money. Where does that rate?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's worse than not getting your free energy drinks. I'm sorry. I don't understand how I'm supposed to see that more.
She's starting stuff and then playing the victim. Yeah. She started it by calling the police on him and all this stuff with this shoddy evidence. Yeah. And now he's retaliating for it, and then she's playing the victim from his retaliation. Yeah. And same thing that happened with Hunter.
It could have been anything. Like, this guy's said it, he says it in his own words, and she just wants you to ignore that. But it could have been anything that they were looking at in order to report her for the purpose of reporting it to terms of service because of what she did back. Like,
okay, so this is where out of my daughter to tell the story. It's very quick and very easy to understand.
She's saying it's very quick and easy to understand. Remember, let's see all the context she leaves out and what she's lying by omission with.
I was streaming. He was stalking my streams, looking for anything
It wasn't him that even clipped this. It was somebody else.
No, but even if it wasn't, he was stalking the stream. She's not saying why. What initially prompted him to stalk your stream? Yeah. Was it just random? He just randomly picked you as some sort of victim that he was gonna go after, or was there a reason why he was stalking your stream, looking for anything to flag your channel? Right. Could it be because you were running a campaign doing the same thing to him and trying to get him flagged off of stuff?
Yeah. Against me because he has no life. My daughter...
Because he has no life, or because he wants to retaliate against you for doing the same thing to him first.
Ran into the room.
Yeah, she did it first. She admits to doing it first. It's funny, she leaves it out of the context now. But she has admitted to starting this. She has admitted
Exactly.
to calling the police on him. She's admitted to trying to get him kicked off of all the social media stuff.
She was barely 3. She didn't have any clothes on. I grabbed her, immediately took her out of the room.
Right. Which most people would say is fine. It was an accident.
However,
but it's still your responsibility, and you're still to be held accountable for that.
Right.
It's not his fault you terminated, you violated the terms of service.
Yeah.
He didn't make you violate terms of service. So why is it up to him to not report you? Like, if he wants to report you because of all the shit you've done for him, and you made a mistake like that, he has every right to do that. Sorry.
And you know what?
Explain it to Twitch and tell them it was an accident. They'll be like, okay, don't worry about it, you know?
Like,
surely.
The person that clipped it admitted to doing it for the purpose of reporting it. Not everybody else that could have possibly clipped that admitted why they clipped it, though. Imagine other people that have that clip and they didn't weren't outward.
In fact, I think the way she knows is because he was saying it right away. He said, I saved that clip so I can report it for terms of service because she's done this to me. So I think if he was actually a pedophile, he would never admit that he did that, because the point would get him attention towards him being that, right?
Exactly.
That would bring the attention to him. So the fact that he admitted it right away that he did it, and the only reason she knows is because he said it right away, I think is proof that he's not, maybe not solid proof, but it's a pretty good evidence that he's not. Unless he's just really, really stupid.
My bod and saw that one of his
for some pedophile to start flexing that they've got pedophilia videos on their computer.
Like,
who in their right mind does that?
Sounds ridiculous.
He then began.
It's like a murderer telling everybody they murdered somebody.
I murdered someone. I got them in my basement.
I murdered this guy. Except they would probably go and say, I murdered him in self-defense. Maybe. And then you would be like, well, maybe it's more likely that it was self-defense if he's turning himself instantly and saying, I did it in self-defense.
Right.
And to say, haha, I have a picture of your naked child. What are you going to do about it?
That's not how that went down.
I'm going to use this to get you banned. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's the problem there?
It wasn't used as content. It was used to go directly to Twitch's TOS.
Again, this is some expectation that people are supposed to treat you with some sort of loyalty or with some sort of kid gloves.
Yeah.
But she went to the police about this guy first.
Yeah.
She reported his channels and tried to get kicked off everything first. Like, that's why I'm saying the gloves are off at this point. And then she's trying to play victim. But the gloves are off. I'm sorry. You tried to ruin this guy's life. Now you fucked up with your kid and had her come on the stream when you didn't mean to. That's on you. Maybe you shouldn't be trying to fuck over other people's lives, and so
they won't come
then they wouldn't be trying to fuck over your lives. All right.
Exactly.
This is where I said last time we streamed. I said the same thing. If you're gonna dish it out, prepare to take it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna dox somebody and not be prepared to be doxed. You're not gonna, call the police on someone and not be prepared to have the police called on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you leave yourself open to when you do this. And then I think she might have even, I don't know for sure, because I don't know the timeline completely, but she might have even doxed this guy.
I think so.
Because she constantly says his real name. She says the city he lives in all the time.
I have no idea if he was just referred to as Rain Plasma and his actual name wasn't out.
But she completely doxed the dude. And then what? So you have to expect yourself to be doxxed, right? She can't play victim for being doxxed if she doxed him first.
Just flaunting
that
that
would
he
make
had
no
this
sense,
naked picture of my daughter. Truly,
lies, gaslighting is a good way to put this. She gaslights people by pretending to be the victim and make it seem like they're doing something wrong, right? This whole time she accused Hunter of something he didn't do, but even the thing he was accusing him of isn't wrong. No. It isn't wrong for him to do. She's trying to gaslight the situation and say, you're doing something wrong because you were going to platform a guy who's a pedophile. But I don't know those things. I would have him on to see if he can defend himself against your accusations. I want to give him the chance to.
Exactly.
You know? Why not?
Yeah, why not?
In fact, if you think you're right about all these things, you should be cool with him coming out trying to defend himself, because that would only strengthen your position. Because he'd be like, yeah, look how obvious he's lying, or...
Unless
or I could bunk all that shit he's showing as evidence. This is wrong. I have this evidence that destroys that, right?
Yeah.
But instead, it seems like she's trying to shut the guy up and not allow anyone to give this guy any type of platform to defend himself.
Yeah.
fucking disgusting thing for somebody to do.
True.
It's only disgusting if you have an expectation
and it's
of people not doing disgusting. Like, you did disgusting things to the guy, he's doing disgusting things to you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Is literally walking around slapping people. When they slap you back, you start crying and play, oh, why'd you hit me? You know, like, because you're walking around hitting people.
Somebody who's already been accused of being a pedophile.
Accused by you.
But yeah, she's the only one who has made this claim.
Yeah,
no one else
by her.
has made this claim.
And the evidence she's shown of that is really shoddy and very loose. Like, it's definitely nowhere enough to fight to like prove it in any court or any crime or that he did anything like that, you know.
You know what this kind of makes me think of? I understand the context is completely different compared to this situation, but that story that we saw Devin talking about with that chick with the tattoos on the neck and that guy that killed her like 3-year-old or something like that, and you know, it's awful what that boyfriend did to the baby, but I'm looking at the mother like, what the fuck are you thinking? Like, how would you leave your kid with somebody like that?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
She plays the victim.
So I'm still looking at her like, what is wrong with you when she's the one making this type of a claim, and it's on her end how that child and the clip came out, you know, like it's on her end when you look back at this stuff.
Keep in mind, I agree that that's fucked up. That's why
you shouldn't, though. I don't think that's fucked up. I think in this, when it's all in context of what she's done, I don't think it's fucked up. I think these two people are kind of in a cyber war.
Yeah.
And the gloves are off between them. Like,
Rain Plasma admitted himself, it's brutal and disgusting, whatever, but we did it with the intention. It could have been anything. It was for retaliation because she was coming at us, and this was to get her banned off. It didn't matter what it was. He admitted. I don't think
it's that disgusting.
No, I really don't think it's that disgusting either. I think it's more disgusting to falsely accuse somebody of being a pedophile when they're not a pedophile. Yeah. Like.
I think it's an equal retaliation. I think it's just as bad. What he did is just as bad as what she did.
Yeah.
In fact, I think what she did was worse because she went to the police.
Police about it.
He didn't go to the police.
Yeah.
He didn't try to get her arrested.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't work.
All he did was try to get her banned off Twitch. She tried to get him arrested, tried to get him banned off Discord, he had a business that was like a gaming circuit thing. She tried to get that taken down. I think she did. Then he came back to Twitch as something else, doing Pokemon cards. She got him banned off that, you know, and it's been a continuous thing, you know.
You know what?
Guys,
I just thought of one more thing. I'm sorry. But looking on her Instagram, she's got no problem sharing pictures of her child. And of course, they're appropriate pictures to share of your child as a mother would do. But if she's so worried and upset about this thing that she sees in this type of way, it just makes me wonder, would you continue to put your child on the internet in that type of way? Because I wouldn't.
I kind of agree with Hunter with her getting off the internet. If you're going to be a kind of person who's going to go out there and accuse people of crimes and call the police on them and try to get them banned off stuff, you should probably leave your kid out of it, and you probably shouldn't even show your face. I don't know why you would.
Stop putting your kid online.
But you're just setting yourself up for this. And now you're, like you're saying, she's on Instagram showing her kid on the Instagram, but you're the kind of person who calls the police on people and starts cyber wars with people.
Yeah.
That might not be the best idea.
If she's that, like,
you're kind of putting your kid in the crossfire.
Like. Yeah, continuously. If you're that distraught over this happening,
and then not taking accountability
why continue to post this child online? Like,
you probably should never have had your kid online. Like, you showed pictures of your kid. Or even had them on, you know, you probably should have been way more careful and not had them on your
stopped once
nowhere
this
to find
happens,
it, right?
like,
There's this giant-ass Google Doc where you can see all of that stuff, okay?
Yeah, we saw the Google Doc. Somebody goes through it, and it was very shoddy. There was not much in there at all. That's viral. Like any solid proof.
There's 150K views on it right now. There's a gigantic uproar. Every Twitch political streamer out there was retweeting it, including several who Hunter follows. So I find
So don't you think that there's a lot of nothing there if that many people are retweeting it, trying to get it attention, and then most likely these social media platforms are investigating it and not seeing anything there, right?
You know what? I just want to answer one question, though.
And they're seeing really that she's starting all of this.
Yeah. I just want to read one question from this bandit person in the chat. He says, the thing I have an issue with on Rain's end is, Why the fuck would you use someone's child to do that? If you wanted someone off the internet, there are more effective ways to go about that.
Well, just like I said, gloves are off. She called the police on him. Sorry, call the police on me. Let's see what happens. Gloves are off. Anytime you're on the internet, I'm watching, and anything that comes on that screen that is terms of service violation, whether it's a kid, whether it's a gun, whether it's drugs, I don't care. I'm using it on you. You called the police on me.
And Rain Plasma already admitted it could have been anything. If you clicked the sound on that clip that BXBullet has on her Twitter, the pinned one, where Rain Plasma's face is on there, he explains it himself, that it could have been anything. Anything to get this chick banned off of Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
And
no, but he's saying like throwing her kid into the mix would tip her further over the edge. Why shouldn't she tip her over the edge after what she did to him? Yeah. Why should he care whether she goes over the edge or not?
Dude,
once you start a war with somebody, it's a war. It's like saying we start a war with like France, right?
Yeah.
And then there's bombs going back and forth, and then you say, "Oh, why would you attack this area?" You know, blah blah. And it's like, well, you attacked us first. Like, why wouldn't we attack you back?
She made a police report accusing this guy of being a pedophile with no proof.
With no proof.
With nothing.
With very shoddy proof.
So now she's like started a war basically, and this is why she's getting heat on her now. Because these people are retaliating, defending themselves.
Yeah. Personally, I think it's just desserts. I think she deserved it.
Yeah,
I think she totally deserved it. You report someone to the police
if that
over
claim is
really
not
shoddy
true,
evidence to the point where the police investigated it and they found nothing on the dude, that none of the accusations were warranted.
You've now
and then she's still, on top of that, she's still saying these things.
Yeah. Over a year.
Over and over again.
This isn't just like this year that this happened. Of cyberbullying. This has been over a year from September 2020. Like that she's been pushing this shit.
Yeah. Sorry, man. A year and a half of cyberbullying. Yeah. Sorry. You let your kid come on your live stream?
Oh.
That's your fault.
TOS.
And
that's against service.
You constantly report me and have called the police on me and had me investigated. And, you know, and try to get me kicked off of all my social media and report me. I have the right to do that to you now.
Exactly.
Regardless of whatever you leave on your screen.
I don't care.
And in fact, this is what I say. If you're a mother and you're going to deal on the internet like this, where you're going to report people to the police and run campaigns to drive someone off the internet, then you should expect it back to you. And you should be 100% extra careful not to have your kid come on screen.
Yeah.
That's your own fault when you do, because you understand that you leave yourself open to have retaliation done on you, you know? You had to have at least suspected it'd make this shit even worse from her. She went literally batshit after. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, he's trying, could at this point, what do? She has been relentless the whole time, you know, and nonstop. I mean,
it must have, hold on. It must have really been a shock to that guy when he gets investigated for this claim that she makes in his police report. It must have been like, what the fuck is happening right
Imagine now? You're sitting at home and the police knock on your door and they're like, yeah, we want to talk to you about some accusations about you being, you know, about you and some minors that we heard about from another
YouTuber. And she downplays that stress that he said it was a stressful, it's been a stressful year. She downplays that stress on his part. It must have been a hell of a year.
Yeah, plus like I said, what if they came in to investigate and he was busted for something else that had nothing to do with this because she called the police, you know what I'm saying? And it just kind of ruins his life over something that might not even be true.
Yeah.
Like, her evidence is really shoddy.
It's really a mess.
And she's been going after this dude for a year and a half. She's tagged the FBI about this. She's revealed this guy's name, his local, state. What city he lives in, because she was like, this is his local police department. This is a city. And she posts that.
And I'm supposed to look at this guy in some type of way that she's pushing. I'm sorry. I don't buy it for a second.
Yeah, I kind of
buy it.
I kind of don't feel bad for her. I feel like she started
this shit.
And that's what she gets. Like, that's how I feel about it. And I don't even think Hunter would have been wrong if he did have the guy on to defend himself. Yeah. I don't think he would have even been wrong in that.
Personally, again, make up your own minds, but I find it very unlikely that Hunter, this time that this kind of got out there and went viral. I find it extremely unlikely.
But as you can see, like, even, like, this is where I say I don't even know if the initial thing that she started this with is even true.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, she doesn't even talk about that anymore. And all she talks about is this picture that he took.
Yeah.
As backlash. But she never says, what is it a blackmail to? What is it a retaliation for? She never says. It always starts with, at that point, this guy took a picture, the picture of my child to blackmail me. Well, why is he blackmailing you? What did you do that he needs to blackmail you? You know,
like, so far, the claims that she's made about this guy is that he has a history of supposed child grooming, of scamming, and abuse. All things she has accused him of. She's accused him of being a pedophile. She's accused him of scamming. She's accused him of abusing because she's starting all this shit.
And all her evidence she gives, and she has a whole Google Doc full of screen caps and stuff like that. It's all real shoddy.
Ridiculous.
I mean, you could look at it and insinuate some creepy stuff, but it's not enough proof.
No.
You can't just look at out of context screen caps and not know what's being discussed and not know all the context and then say, look at this creep is doing this. We don't know what's going on there. Like, right? Wasn't there one where it starts with him saying, I'm pretty sure I'm better at sex than all of you in here, LOL. Yeah. But we don't know what was said before that. Who was he talking to? It doesn't even show what channel it's in. Yeah. So it's like, how do we know that isn't in a channel that's only where the adults are?
Exactly.
Or, you know, like, we don't even know if that's even from his Discord. Maybe that's from another Discord, you know, like we don't know any of that. So it's like, you know, there needs to be way more proof than that for you to call the police on someone and for you to basically run a campaign to drive someone off the internet and smear him like that. You need way more evidence than that. It's really low evidence. I say I'm someone that just prefers to take the high ground. I hear that. Yeah. Keep a cool head on my shoulder. I hear that, but at some point, everybody has a breaking point, right? Yeah. And if you keep... Maybe you run across a really chill bear that's hanging out with you, and you keep poking at him, and he's chill the whole time. But at some point, them pokes are gonna get really annoying, and he might grumble a bit, and you keep doing it, and at some point that bear is gonna freak out and rip your head off, no matter how cool that bear is. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, this been going on for a year and a half. This guy's gone through the wood chipper basically, and
pretty much.
I think in that clip too, she doesn't play the whole clip, but I think in that clip too, he says I was desperate. Yeah. Like he's basically saying I'm desperate
for
to get this girl to leave me alone and leave me, you know, stop trying to drive me off the internet and call the police on me and shit. Like I'm desperate to get her to leave me alone, and that's why I did that. You know, like he's at a breaking point basically. He doesn't know what else to do. You know, and that was the only thing he found that he could like report her for terms of service. Right. Like she had been doing fine up until then.
Taking the high ground would have been it sucks that I didn't get my free energy drinks, but I can go to the store and get it myself and not make up bullshit, complete bullshit about somebody on the internet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She started this and she's playing victim, and now she's roped Hunter into this. Well, they both kind of did because that guy went to him too, but she's roped him in incorrectly from an assumption she made by making these connections that didn't actually connect, or did connect, but not in the way she thought. Yeah. Right? Not in the way she's insinuated. And now that she's been shown wrong, she's still doubling down on it. Right. And wrangling Hunter into this beef that he has nothing to do with. Yeah. The video he made was about his own problems with her, not about the other guy. And she's making it seem like they're working together.
Hunter
but they're
did not see it.
Wait, I did see the clip. And I didn't work with him anymore after that.
Yeah, after he saw it.
Exactly.
What are you talking?
I was looking for it, but I found it. Hunter releases this video about me called BXBullet calls me out. Yeah. Proves to be unhinged.
Yeah, and the whole video is about a tweet you made about Hunter.
Yeah. He proved
calling him a pedophile sympathizer, basically, because he wants to be proactive in protecting children from pedophiles. Like, what?
So, it's a hit piece video. Sense. He's over there lying and talking shit, doing what he does best. Right?
Wait, did you not take ivermectin? Was that a lie? Did you not say that I was more charitable to pedos than the unvaccinated? Was that a lie? What do you mean? Where was the lie? Yeah. Could you help me out?
Yeah, I didn't catch the lie in that either. She's saying he's lying, but even in her video responding to that, she didn't say he was lying. Yeah.
Right? The Google Doc right here, guys. Can you make the command something that tells people what it is, dude? This Google Doc has... It's, I think here. So there's a missing.
Oh, she almost admitted that I was saying, thank you for my time. I didn't want to work with you. She almost admitted it.
Yeah, she almost read the one that he refused and said, no, actually, I don't want to do this. And I don't want to work with you.
There. So he says, sorry for wasting your time. There's a Google Drive link. And then Hunter says, I really want $500, but there's nothing I can use here. Sorry, bro. LOL.
What? I'm telling him no.
Yeah, he's telling him no.
You can read it in a funny voice, but I literally am turning him down.
So she lies. This is where I say she lies by omission, because she just tells you, Hunter told me he said no to working with this guy. But here it is. He shows in this DM where he accepted it, and he said yes and accepted the money. Yeah, but eventually he ended up declining it. He accepted it at first, but then he ended up, like, you're lying by omission by not putting the full context. You're just saying he said yes. Yeah. But the full context is he said yes, then changed his mind, and then refused it and refunded the guy's money. So no, actually, I changed my mind. Because he saw that clip of him saying that he took the picture of that kid to or whatever, for term service thing. And then he refused it there. He said, I'm going to refund you. I'm refusing.
Not stepping in this.
He shows proof of all that. So what's the problem here? Mm-hmm. And she has it on the screen caps that she's going through, but lies by omission when she reads the screen caps. She only reads the parts that she wants you to hear.
In a certain way, yeah.
She's so stupid. She's just debunking.
I don't know. I don't think it's stupid. I think she's plays victim. I think this is her game. Yeah. I don't think, and it's probably not the first time she's done this. No. This is she probably
own lies.
I don't know much about her besides this and the debate. The only other time I heard of her was the debate she had with Destiny.
Yeah.
So besides that, I don't know anything else about her. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Maybe this is a pattern with her. So far, I've seen her do it to that one guy, and now she's doing it to Hunter.
Wow.
So who's next? Who's next that she's gonna rope in to try to fucking
next? She's gonna say Hunter is harassing me. Mm-hmm. That's her next claim that she's going to throw at Hunter now.
Yeah, Hunter's harassing.
He's defending himself.
Even though everything he's done has been in response to something she's done first. Oh my god, this is so long. We gotta skip.
So, she's insane.
Skip forward.
He said he wants to send me a tip. If he wants to send me a tip. Or, no, I'm sorry. Let me show you what he said, actually.
Yeah, he has all the proof. He's going to show us what this guy sent him, the tip. And he shows a screen cap in his video where he would told him, hey, I don't want to work with you. Here's your money back refunded. Yeah. But by the way, I do have a video coming out of her that I recorded days ago, basically. And he's like, oh, cool. Anything is cool. Like anything that bashes on her is going to be cool with him. Yeah. He was like, in fact, let me send you a tip. And he sends him a tip, basically. Like, to be like, hey, cool. You got a video coming out anyway. Well, here's a tip. I like your work, right?
He said, what's your Venmo? And I was like, well, here's my Venmo.
And then he did, what's funny is, she's not going to cover this, but that guy did end up, because eventually Hunter was getting tired of the harassment from her fans going at him for having this guy liking and retweeting his tweets. Yeah. So he eventually blocked the dude and was like, I'm tired of dealing with this. I'm blocking him. And he blocked her. Yeah. He blocked them both. So the guy eventually contacts him and says, oh, why'd you block me, bro? And he tells him, sorry, but I nothing personal. I'm just tired of people messaging me because you're liking my tweets about BXBullet. And every time I do, every time I reply, I respond to something she says about me, you like or retweet it, and then I get a bunch of harassment about it, hate about it. So I decided to block you so you can't like or retweet stuff. So then he asked for the money back, and he was like, oh, well, I want that $200 back. And he was like, you said that was a donation. That's a tip. I don't refund donations. Yeah, it wasn't. He's like, the other money that you paid me to have you come on, I gave you back. Yeah. Because that was you paying me for a job. But I refused the job, so I gave you back the money. And then you said you were going to give me a tip for a video that I had already made. So, that's a donation. I don't give that back. And he's right. And he's right. He showed the DMs of him saying, well, I'm going to send you a tip of $200. Yeah.
No, but this has nothing to do with, like, your shit, It's okay. Hold on. I'll pull it up real quiok because she's lying. Let me go ahead and get this
message.
Why is that?
So this picture right here, this is from Hunter.
Wait. Got him. Is this the best you have?
But that's what I'm saying. She doesn't have much, and she tries to make it seem like they're gotchas, but they're not gotchas. They're nothing.
I gave him my Venmo. Yes, we already knew I was paid via Venmo. That's how he sent me the donation.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, he has the screen
Yeah, I
caps of
said
all
in the
his
Venmo,
donations
he said-
and the refund, and he shows his receipt thing that shows
Look.
paid, refunded,
Right here.
paid,
Read it and
refunded.
weep. If you decide to look into it more and think you can do anything, let me know. The offer stands. You got Venmo? I see your video. And I said, which video? Send him the Venmo and said, I made a video about her, but it's not about your shit. Is this the expose?
Which is basically he's not tipping him for a video he made for him. So Hunter never made a video for this guy, and he paid for Hunter to make that video. That never happened.
It never happened.
He left out the part.
He donated money to him for a video he had already made,
Yeah.
and it was publishing, and that he streamed 11 days before this even.
Yeah.
That he sent him the Venmo. Congratulations. Yeah, that's how I got the first donation, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Okay, $250 tip. Keep making them, I'll keep dropping.
Uh-huh.
And then Hunter doesn't stop there. He continues to discuss future deals where Rain can pay Hunter for more hateful videos about me.
Not true.
I may even use the shit you show.
It was after that he said, how about $400 and you come on a live stream? It was after he already refused to do it, got tipped, and then said $400 you come on live stream, and then refused. No, wait, he didn't refuse to do it. He gave him a tip and said, I'm already making a video, and then it said $400. I could be wrong, but I don't know which way he was scrolling. Let's see.
Right here. Oh wait, no, this is where I said I'm gonna give him shit. I'm gonna push you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's a part where he says, I'm gonna push you.
Once you clear your name of the allegations, we can really focus on the absurd harassment you got.
Mm-hmm.
I literally, there's nothing here.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
I'm sorry you're being
It was a
attacked,
hit piece.
but she'll get it to the. Yeah, this was after he said he's not going to do it, and then he said, sorry you're getting attacked right now. It was scrolling the other way.
That is what he talked about. That's what he. Narrative that I worked with him for the video, that I like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's wrong.
Without future defamatory videos.
Yeah, the allegation she made. This is kind of a Mott and Bailey, because the allegation she made is that this guy went and paid Hunter to make a video.
Yeah.
Right? Hunter says, no, that didn't happen.
Right.
And then now she's trying to pull back the accusation. No, but he offered to pay you. Okay, and then, but you accepted it.
Yeah.
I turned it down. I mean, I accepted it, but then turned it down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as she keeps pulling back the accusation, and it's like, it's not as bad as you're saying it is. Mm-hmm. You've pulled it back so far now that it's a nothing now.
Yeah.
You know?
Wait, that's one, it's not defamatory. You literally have no fucking idea what that is, and the things that you've said about me are more online with being defamatory. So, one, you're lying. Two, are you okay right now? Do you even know what you're talking about? That
the guy he's talking to has been accused of
but again, being accused of something doesn't mean you did something.
Yeah.
So if I hear, hey, you have this guy going on stream, you know, he's been accused of murder, right? And I'll be like, well, is there any evidence of this? Like, who's accusing of murder?
Yeah.
Some person on the internet? All right, well, I'm gonna have him on and find out if he did or not. You know, like why does that mean I shouldn't have him on because some person on the internet accused someone of something? So,
like,
is there you filed you called the police and filed a report on him? What did the police say? Did they arrest him? Did they put him on trial? What? Nothing. They didn't do anything about it. Well, it kind of seems like that accusation might not be true. So who cares, right?
I knew he was accused of.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Yeah, I know he was accused of it, but that doesn't mean it's true. You know, why are you not allowed to platform somebody who's been accused of something? Why
Maybe
not?
He would have a chance to actually like give his side of the story.
Yes,
exactly. Upon seeing more clips, I told
exactly, Hunter, 100% right. Yeah, I hate siding with Hunter, but he's 100% right.
No.
Yeah.
There is so much nothing here.
It's a big nothing burger.
Right? So then Hunter keeps saying, why do you keep treating me like I'm some kind of creep for responding to the shit you say publicly, then repeatedly tweeting about me and instigating fights? This is cheap guilt by association nonsense.
It's true. Just because he's associated with the guy, you're saying he's guilty of something.
Yeah.
What's he guilty of?
Which is what other people on Twitter have been doing.
Yeah.
Weren't remaining neutral, took her word when we're saying nothing differently than anything you've seen on Twitter with people defending this guy.
Like, what is he guilty of? working with some guy to possibly have him on
Yeah.
to defend himself against accusations. Like,
now Hunter is not innocent either. Of what? Like, I don't understand that.
If anything, Hunter could have had him on and grilled him on why'd you take that picture and blah blah blah. You know, if anything, could have worked for her side.
Hunter said he was going to push him.
Why would she be upset about this? This could have worked on her side.
Yeah,
you know.
Delete your account.
True. Please delete your account.
Hopefully
Never
it's
come
finally
back.
over and this airhead will leave me alone. She
True.
tweets me, then
Your
deleted her tweet and blocked me after I replied. Ha ha.
True.
Take a break.
Because
Okay.
it's also important to clarify that, like, at the time, I was under the impression that he was being falsely accused of things, that there had been police reports that were wrongly filed against him. I didn't know the whole story. So I was like, okay, well, maybe there's something here that we can talk about.
But there still isn't much of a whole story here.
And explain your side of things. You know, maybe that's what we can do. That was it.
But yeah, that is his side. That's all he knew. Like, that's all. All right. I don't see why that's a big deal either. Like, I don't get it. I don't get what she's saying is bad about that. Like, where's the problem there?
With him.
Like I said, they're not friends. There's no expectation for them to treat each other with any respect and be like, oh, you know, that's my friend. I'm not going to have this guy on. You know, she's accusing him of this and she's my friend, so I'm not going to have him on to defend him. So there's none of that, you know? So
he reached out to me. I talked with him briefly, and that was it.
Yeah.
She just told everyone I refunded the guy. Where is the own here?
Yeah.
Yeah, then where's the
L? Me and said I stopped saying that I worked with him.
Everyone's saying Hunter is not innocent in this. What is he not innocent of?
I guarantee you that he would have kept that money. All right.
But he didn't, though.
He didn't keep it.
What is she saying? What a guarantee? I mean, there's no. Again, I have no problem with him keeping that money and even having the guy on stream. I don't think that's anything wrong with
him. Okay, I'm sorry. I refuse to have him on the platform in the future.
Because I don't want to get found out. I can't make any more smear videos about BX with you paying me because people are on to us.
Why not?
She thinks that they're conspiring against her.
Yeah.
She thinks they have like a best friend relationship, and they're talking about her and this stuff that happened with Rain Plasma, like they're best friends.
No,
like,
but also I don't understand why Hunter would feel guilty about that, or why anyone would think there's something wrong there. I don't understand what's the problem with that. If this guy wanted to pay him to make videos about you, why is that wrong?
Yeah.
Why is that wrong? You've been attacking the dude, so he's gonna pay someone to make videos. Where's the problem here?
Where's the problem there?
Who should feel guilty about what?
Who
like, I don't get
first?
it. Because they're attacking you? That they're not really attacking you. They're really
defending themselves.
The thing in question that we just saw from the DMs she's already read was that he was gonna have the guy on to defend himself.
Yeah.
And he was gonna press
him
on the evidence to make sure he's not bullshitting, right? So where's the problem here? Like, it doesn't make sense. And see how she turns it into something else. She's already read to you what the conversation, all the context, and yet she still turned it into something else.
Yeah.
If I hadn't made that YouTube video, I guarantee you that he would have kept that money. All right.
What? What are you talking about?
The video that Hunter made was in response to the accusation of him being a pedo sympathizer on tweets in the
but didn't he refund the money before he even put out that video? He refunded the money the same day he sent it to him.
Right.
Which is on the 13th. That's not the same day she put out her video, right?
Yeah. She's the one.
Her video came out the next day.
But she's the one that tried to link what their conversation with the anti-vax and Hunter's comment saying protecting kids is good. She tried to lump that in as Hunter's a pedo sympathizer and has more sympathy for my harasser, who she's accusing of pedophilia, than an anti-vaxxer. She lumped all this in. She's the one that did this shit. Hunter did not do this. Hunter is on his stream talking and looking over her video and her tweets.
It's a weird thing that she's lacking the timeline to connect this stuff, because Hunter didn't know anything about that when he refunded him. About her. She didn't know it yet. So she's saying, if I didn't make that video, but the video you made, you're accusing him of working with this dude. So he already refunded him by then.
Yeah.
Because that all already happened. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the timeline.
Yeah.
The only reason she knows this happened is because Hunter showed her the DMs and said, these are the DMs.
January 7th.
This all happened before you put out your video. All these DMs that you were thinking was going on and you made a video. Well, that was kind of going on, but not the way you thought. And he showed you all those.
Yeah.
There was no problem there. So it's not because of that. He already refunded them by that point.
Just debunk everything she just said and then say, look, it was because of me that he did it, though.
Yeah.
The posturing. Oh, it hurts. He's returned. Hello, everyone. I'm back. This is sad.
And sexually harassed a bunch of people, including me. Okay.
But now sexually harassed a bunch of people, including her. Now she's claiming that he's sexually harassed her.
Well, he said she flirted with him. She talked to him. He talked to her. Now, what did she say in the video? He talked to her inappropriately or tried to flirt with him or something. All right. Well, that's one thing, but she never shows evidence of that.
Yeah.
She never shows any evidence of him or any screen caps of him sexually harassing anyone. Only hearsay. Only other people saying, oh, I heard of this other person who he did this to and this and that. That's all hearsay.
Yeah.
Like, that's not solid evidence. Because somebody even more so, if you're saying that he scammed people, and that's true, then all these people you should expect all these people to make shit up about him. You know what I'm saying? If you ask them, and you can see from her screen caps and her DMs with these people, that she asked, is there anything you know about underage people and this, that? So she's kind of pressing them for it.
Yeah.
And if they already have a gripe with this dude over a scam, they might make shit up. You don't know. So, like, you're going by hearsay, you know? And she doesn't show any solid proof that he did these things, you know?
And took a naked picture of my daughter and tried to blackmail me with it. That's who this person.
Yeah, try to blackmail with you after a whole lot of shit that you did to the guy.
It's like a whiner.
It's not out of nowhere. It's like, but you know, like, even if you think that was bad, it's weird that she never puts it in context, though. Like, she never explains to you why he did
how did that happen?
There's never a context behind the war they had between each other. None of that. It just always goes right to that with no, I didn't do anything wrong at all. I didn't do anything. This guy just randomly picked me to start a feud with, you know?
Let me just take a shot in the dark. Let me guess. He asked if you were single while you had that promotion like job or whatever together, and you were like, "Oh, that I don't want to date anybody that I'm in a business deal with."
I mean, if he flirted with her, talked to her wrongly, show the proof of that.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I wouldn't find that to be that big of a deal either. I'd be like, oh, well, he flirted with you a bit. You reject him.
Did he still
What's the problem? You
like,
reject them and you move on. Big deal. But even still, if she just wants to show that to show his character, go for it. But you haven't shown it.
Yeah.
You just say it. You just say that it happened. You haven't shown it.
Like a compulsive, pathological liar.
She is. She is.
Projection?
She is.
Why are you believing him?
He just worded.
But that's crazy, saying he's a pathological liar, and then you're believing him that he took this picture to report you. Do you have proof that he did that? Maybe he's lying. You just said he's a pathological liar. How do you know anything he's saying that you're clipping out is the truth then?
Yeah.
How funny is that, right?
Yeah.
Kind of debunking yourself.
A truth, a lie, and it happens so effortlessly.
A truth, a lie. How do you know?
How
do you know which ones are the truth? If somebody talks a truth, a lie, a lie, how do you know which ones are the truth and which ones are the lies? Then, right.
Yeah.
Like, do you have evidence of which ones are the truth and which ones are lies? Or are you just saying, I like this one, I'm gonna say that's a truth.
Yeah.
I don't like this one, I'm gonna say that's a lie.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's what it seems like to me. If it's against me, it's a lie. If it's against him, it's the truth.
Yeah.
You know.
Them through, so they're very easy to see the lies when he talks. Okay, so first he said that he paid
She's
$450.
an anti. Hold on,
That's true.
See what this guy said. She's an anti ML. I don't even know what that is. What's MLM?
MLM.
I don't know what that is.
What's
who is absolutely batshit crazy and does the same shit to people to start drama. Oh, does she? She does this normally. That's what I was thinking. That was I was saying I wouldn't be surprised if this was a pattern because she started it with this guy, who may have been a scam artist in the beginning for all I know, but she's turned it into something else, it seems like. And then she ropes Hunter, and so it seems like there's a pattern. I wouldn't be surprised to see her do this again after this.
He got refunded $200. That's true. He says he never made the video. That's true for the $200 that he refunded.
Right.
But the 250 was for a video that had already been released, so not true.
Right, but it had already been released, so it wasn't for that. It was a tip for that, but he didn't get paid to make that.
Yeah.
You see how she just twisted it? This whole time her accusation was that he paid him to make a video and that he made that video, right?
Yeah.
Now she just explained it as, well, he refunded him for the video, but then he gave him $250 for a video that had already been released. Well, but if it's already been released, then that's a tip. That's a donation, right?
Yeah.
Like people do to all streamers. Why should I reject anyone's donation, right? Like, I don't... Just because you got a gripe with them doesn't mean I shouldn't accept money for a donation. Like, what?
With my side.
Like, imagine someone coming at me because someone super chatted me. Say somebody who's hated, like Richard Spencer or something, leaves me a $20 super chat in my YouTube. I'm supposed to refund that, or I'm doing something wrong?
Yeah.
Like, huh? Why?
No, you donated money. I'm taking your
Yeah,
money.
I'm taking it. In fact, yeah, fuck it. I'm not a fan of Richard Spencer. I'll take his money. I don't give a shit. Like, that's less money for him, more money for me.
Arctic6, how old are you, dude? If you're not old enough to understand what I'm laying out, if you don't have the, I mean, no offense, but if you're not quick enough
Now
to
people are
understand
dumb
what
to
I'm
say
laying
what she's
out,
laying
at
out
this
when
point-
she literally just admitted the money he gave him was for a video he had already released.
Yeah.
So he didn't pay him to make the video. You know, that was the accusation, that he paid him to make a video. That never happened.
Oh,
Leave, dude.
The
She's being
video was never made, is
If
basically.
you're under
Respectful.
18, also leave, please.
And then
He offered to pay me for the platform and I refused. Not true. You approached him offering your platform
See,
for
here's where twisting the truth again. Now saying you approached him offering the platform. No, you're making it wrong. That was a counter offer.
Yeah.
This guy, I mean, it shows it right there in the screen cap she's showing. The guy came to him, said, I'll give you $500 to make a video. He said, let me go through all the evidence. The guy sends him the evidence. He's like, He's like, how about $400 and you come, like, I don't care about the money, but how about you pay me less and you come on the stream and
your
you
side.
go over the evidence with me and I give you pushback.
Yeah.
And the guy was a little iffy about that too, but eventually said, okay. And then Hunter eventually, I guess because she made a big fuss or somebody else was making a fuss,
Yeah.
somebody contacted him and said, hey, check out this clip. This guy did this.
Yeah.
And here's a clip. And he was like, oh, shit. You know what? Maybe I don't
Maybe
want
I
anything
don't
to
want
do
it.
with this. Hey,
Yeah.
dude, here's your $400 back. I don't want anything to do with this.
Yeah.
I do already have a video that I was working on a week ago that I streamed and I'm going to put it out. Oh, yeah? Well, here's a tip.
Yeah. Nothing to do with your shit, but I'm making this video.
Not exactly how she's explaining it, where she's saying, oh, you approached him. Not really. He counter-offered it.
Yeah.
That's different.
$400.
Let me see what it says. Rain Plasma releases a statement claiming that he paid Hunter $450, which was the truth, and that he only refunded $200. Well, he refunded the whole thing. The thing is, he tipped back $250 right away. So there's, you'll see it in his in Hunter's thing. There's 2 refunds. That's what it is. It's because one refund ended up getting canceled out for the tip that he put it in.
Right.
He shows the whole receipt so you can see how it works. Right?
Yeah.
Only refunded $200. Also technically true. But I like how she has to put technically true in her own proof. If it's technically true, you're basically telling the people reading it that it's not fully true. You know, it's technically true.
Yeah.
But that's not exactly what the problem, you know, like at this point, Rain is called out by several people due to this video circulating. At this point, Hunter released a statement claiming this. Remember, Hunter did offer to accept payment for his platform. Yeah, he only refunded offer after something there, she said.
Saw.
Wait, I didn't approach him.
Yeah, she didn't approach
She's
him.
literally
All
mixing up the
happened in the
timeline in
same
real time
time,
right
in the
now.
Yeah,
same-
that's what
It
it
all
is. She's
happened.
mixing up the timeline. But that's what I was saying earlier, how where she's like saying, oh, he only refunded it because he saw my video. You're mixing up the timeline. Your video hadn't come out yet by the time he refunded. He refunded them in the same conversation. It was
Exactly.
all in the same conversation. Was your video out from when they first started talking then? Because it all happened under the same conversation.
Yeah.
Like it was all within a matter of like an hour.
An
you
hour,
know?
basically.
Yeah.
I never approached him. He contacted me first.
Yeah, and then he counter-offered him and said, instead of the $500 for me to make a video, $400 and you come in
How are
and
you
we
this
talk about it
stupid?
together.
Back and forth.
Nancy, remember Hunter did this only offer after he was exposed as having a relationship with this person and got scared. That's not true.
What relationship has he had with this person?
No, yeah, none of that was true anyway. He
Yeah.
refunded him way before. If that was the case, she would have she would have known this.
Yeah.
And she would have revealed this before he refunded him, right? But nobody knew. He didn't know. Nobody knew about this by the time he refunded him. Like, what are you talking about? Like, huh?
Conveniently left out 6 days worth of back and forth there.
6 days? What?
Do I need to
There's a lot of
include
missing
it?
context here, Hunter. There's a lot of missing context, and the reason you didn't put that context in here.
No, this is January 24th when he tweeted this. He's taken it. She
Ma'am, oh my
she
god.
labeled this January 24th, which is when he tweeted this.
The day
But
that
the
he
screen
put up
cap
the
of
video.
those DMs are from the same day,
Yeah.
from the 13th.
Look at his stream.
She's confusing herself with her
Oh
own
my
thing.
God.
I think she's looking at this and she's saying it's 6
I
days
told
later
you.
because she
Didn't
thinks
I say
that's
it?
January 24th, but that's when he tweeted this.
That's what I said. That's what she's looking at, and that's the video that Hunter put up on the date that he put
Oh
that
my
up.
God.
And she's like, "No, you're lying." And he's like, "No, go check my Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
my Twitch for the day I posted this, which was the 7th,
Mm-hmm.
or made the stream, which was the 7th." Like,
I also feel like these are two different tellings. When he said that he paid somebody money to make a video, I think that was a different telling than the one where he's like, I can't wait for this video to come out.
yeah,
When he said I can't wait for this video to come out, he's talking about the one that Hunter eventually did release, which
Yeah.
was the between
Recently,
Hunter
yeah.
and her, not between that guy.
right.
The money, the one that he was offering to pay, that ended up getting rejected. And then later on, he made a stream where he was like, I can't wait.
Right.
This video come out 600K. That's when he said 600K subscriber,
Yeah.
is to make a video, is because they had already spoken. And he also saw that live stream and
Yeah.
knew what that video was.
Here is because it made you look really, really bad.
Not really.
No,
This,
it didn't. It's making you look bad. Oh my god.
and like I said, in the end, none of this looks bad on him, even if it was true what she was saying. It still doesn't look bad. Like,
Okay.
Nothing
why would
he
that
was
look
Hunter
bad?
did offer to accept payment for his platform. He only refunded the offer after he was exposed as having a relationship with.
That's not true. You
No.
hadn't exposed that yet.
That's
that
not
was
how
way
it
later.
happened.
That was way later, and the only reason
went
you
over
knew
this.
about this was because he shared the screen caps with you.
You just
Like,
went
oh my
over
god!
this. Like,
The whole
I-
reason you even know they spoke is because he shared the screen caps to you.
Yeah.
Instantly,
'Cause
the
she
second
wouldn't
you
let up
said,
about this.
"Did this guy pay you to make a video?" and he said, "Yeah, here's the screen caps of what happened. Let me show you. I already made that video, so it wasn't for that video,
Yeah.
and I never made that video for him."
person
I
and got
refused it.
scared.
That is nothing but baseless conjecture. You can see from
Yeah.
the screenshot I said that that clip was really yikesy and I didn't want to work
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah, literally,
Exactly.
he says, "Hey, I saw that clip of you talking about that you took the picture of her kid, and that's kind of."
You were literally
Iffy,
just
and I
saying,
don't wanna
why
do
were you
anything.
working with him
Right.
when this clip was around? I saw the clip, said I didn't work with him,
Mm-hmm.
and now, I'm sorry.
Say that he immediately blocked this guy.
And he said, "Dude, do the right thing and send the money back. LOL. I sent you $250 because you made the video on BX, and that's when we discussed more. Let's just be honest. I don't pay for nothing."
And Hunter showed
Oh yeah,
this
and Hunter
guy's
did share.
DMs
He was
that
trying
they
to get
had,
that money back that he gave as a tip because
Yeah.
Hunter blocked him.
and he seemed to have understood. He was upset about it
And then
at
he
first,
unblocked.
but he seemed to have understood why he's not getting the $250 tip back, because it was just a donation.
And she's saying, "Let's count the lies together." On the 24th, Hunter goes live on Twitch to defend himself. Let's see.
Hunter Avallone, he's approached by a creepy internet rando who clearly has it out for me.
A creepy
And-
internet rando that has it out for you, clearly because you did something to him, but in the end, why should Hunter care? You know what I'm saying? Like, why should he care that he's an internet rando, like, that has it out for you? Why should he care? Actually, Hunter is an internet non-rando who has it out for you. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And 5 minutes of
I
due
gotta go to the
diligence on
bathroom.
his
I'm gonna
end
leave
could
it
have revealed that this man is an obsessive maniac.
Not true at all. Again, you just assume that I should magically know things. It's not 5 minutes of due diligence. You yourself just spent the last half of this stream trying to explain everything.
Proceeded to negotiate with Rain Plasma on making a video. He ended up accepting a $500 offer. I'm reading all the stuff here. But asked to look at the evidence first. That's fair. Hunter then tells him he doesn't think there's enough to do a video, but he really wants the $500. And Rain continues to attempt to convince him and ups the offer to $750. Okay. That's when Hunter uploads the video, which in fairness does appear to be created prior to the exchange with Rain.
Oh, okay. So you're actually admitting 100% that your video you made previously was wrong. I know too. She's like, I'm an expert at collecting data. Private investigator, by the way. And she's like, I just sped through his video, you know, here and there, just whatever. She is the worst compulsive liar. You're right. She should literally win an award.
At that point, Hunter continues to negotiate with Rain on another pre-planned video. So then at that point, there's a missing message. I'm trying to look at
Hunter's chat goes, she didn't like my comment saying why not talk to him for clarification, and she said that's all the clarification I need. It's like,
why not just talk to him for clarification? She said that's all the clarification I need. Oh my god.
Collaborating with Rain
because
Hunter,
you were
who's mad, and at this point clearly knows about the allegations with my daughter.
I don't know if I would call that a collaboration. Originally, I think he was offering to, hey, I'll pay you money, you make a video. But I think the counter offer of the $400 and you come on and defend yourself and I will press you on it. I don't feel that that's collaborating.
No.
Right? That's more like I have a platform neutral. And I'm going to basically interrogate you, right? Like you're going to come and defend yourself from these allegations and I'll, play interrogator to,
He said, Hunter said himself, I'm going to press you on these things. And the guy was like, oh, I don't know at first. And then he was agreeing, but then Hunter said he just changes his mind. So, like, he was going to remain neutral.
Because it was right there in the quote tweet.
No.
At that point,
I didn't know this yet.
Gets angry with me.
Yeah, she's assuming he knows things that she doesn't, because she says it herself. He knows all of this because he looks at all of my tweets. You don't know that. Yeah. He responds to all of my tweets. Are you sure? Or does he respond to all your tweets that mention him? Yeah. Probably because anytime you mention him, his audience goes, hey, look. Yeah. She's talking about you again, right? Yeah. So maybe he doesn't look at all your tweets. Maybe he just looks at the ones that he gets notified of because you're talking about.
Like, I don't think Hunter is mad at her. I think he's a little irritated and in defending himself right now.
I think I think he thinks she's a bit of a lolcow and laughs at her and how bad she is at debates and things she says. I mean,
but she's the one that's mad with him from the time they had their debate recently, not too long ago. She's mad at him, mad that he made a reaction video with her in Destiny. Like, she's mad at him. So now she's
she got upset that he did a stream going over the debate between her and Destiny. Yeah. Right? That's what's kicked it off, and she started attacking him again. Yeah. And he's like, that's normal for him to do that, though. Yeah.
Pops back in the DMs with Rain and offers to take $400 for his platform.
I like how she's telling it as if, like, I got mad at her, then decided. No, I was like, I need to look through this shit. I need to see if there's anything here I can use. And if there is, then maybe you can come on and talk about it a little bit, give your side of things. That was it.
Which I still think he should have done. I don't see a problem.
How is there, like, just no... How did she just, like, make something into drama that's just not...
Yeah. Even in her explaining... That's what I'm saying. Even from her side, it doesn't sound like that bad once she really tells you.
It's like, I could use 500, but there's nothing...
Like, right there where she just described it right there, it was like...
So?
Yeah.
$.
But that's not the way she describes it usually. She usually is, this guy worked with the pedophile harasser that's coming after me, and he knew it, and he worked with him to try to harass me.
For a live
stream. That's not what happened.
And then later that day, or the next day, I released my YouTube video laying out all the evidence that the two were collaborating. Remember,
there was no evidence.
I already kind of knew that this was happening. And
and there wasn't good evidence. This is where I say this is what happened. She saw these connections of something that was happening.
Yeah.
But she made the wrong assumption about that.
Right.
And then accused Hunter of it. Hunter shows her what actually happened and said, yeah, full disclosure. This is exactly what happened. Shows everything that happened, proving that he's fine of what she's accusing. He didn't get paid to make a video. He got paid to make a video, gave it back and refused it. And she now is doubling down and now is telling the story properly. And it's starting to sound like it's not that big of a deal, right? Yeah.
The claim was not that I collaborated or was in contact with him or that he spoke to me. Those were never the claims you made.
Not the claim. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why he starts calling her BX Backtrack. I saw him tweet that, and I was like, oh, that's why he starts calling her that, because that's exactly what I said. She makes a claim,
can't hold that
you
up.
defend, and then she starts backing it up more and more and lightening up the claim to the point where now it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, she exaggerates things is what it is, right?
Yeah.
It's super exaggeration.
Okay, the claim you made was that this dude paid me to post the video where I said you were unhinged. That was your claim. The claim is disproven. You've even admitted in your fucking segment just now that it was a lie and that it was disproven.
Yeah.
Why are you just lying? Why are you just repeating
now
things?
lying
Probably
again
in your
after
real,
that.
like, everyday life.
This is why I say, like, she doesn't realize, like, she shows you the screen caps,
Yeah.
tells you the story of it,
And then tells
and you read the
how to
screen
think
cap and you're
about
like,
it.
that's not what that's saying.
Yeah.
Like, huh?
It works for
And
you.
even now, like, she told the story, says he's lying, and then told the story again differently now, and it
Yeah.
doesn't sound like it's bad. And it's like, huh?
You can just, like, gaslight people
Yeah, that's what it
into
is, it's
believing
gaslight.
your delusioned reality.
Exactly.
But it's not going to work on me, and it's not going to work on my stream, because we're all watching in 4K as you struggle to somehow make me look like the bad guy when I did nothing.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for her. This is like,
See if she got any more. So.
He's looking. He's looking. He's looking. He's looking. He's
Look,
looking.
who goes on
What
whose
do you
Twitter?
mean? What do you mean he's looking?
Oh, that's
She's
him looking at his own Twitter, though.
Yeah.
Let me see what she thinks he's
Oh,
looking
is that his own Twitter that he's
Yeah, that's
looking
him.
at?
Who's looking at his own Twitter.
He starts scrolling really fast like this. I'll show you.
No, he's
At
finding
Vega,
the tweet because
we
it's
put plant-based
recent.
nutrition
I mean,
into every scoop. So
you know what's funny is he starts scrolling really fast, but that's his own video he put up.
Yeah.
If he didn't want you to see him scrolling, instead of scrolling really fast, he could just cut that out.
Yeah.
Or he could close the window, scroll, and open it again.
He's
Like, I think it's more
micromanaging
that he's scrolling
everything.
fast because he's not worried that you're going to see anything that he
Yeah.
doesn't want you to see. I think that's more of what it is.
She's got a complaint now with like the microscopic details of what Hunter is doing. She's scrolling too fast. Like, slow down. We're going
Well,
too
no,
fast.
she's saying he's scrolling fast as to avoid you seeing something.
Yeah.
But
Anybody
she's
can
like,
go
but
to
I'm going to
Hunter's
pause
Twitter.
it and screen cap it, but you're not catching anything.
No.
Doesn't
His
want you to
Twitter
see.
is open.
Or he wouldn't put it on there.
why is this?
know enough, and that's why originally here.
He's looking for. He's looking. He's looking. He's looking.
And he's scrolling fast because he's looking for a specific moment. He said, look, I say it right here. And he starts scrolling fast to see where he said the thing he's saying. Why would he scroll slowly through it? If he knows
If
where
he
it
knows
is,
where
he
it
would
is.
scroll quickly to
Yeah.
where it is, right?
He's looking. Okay.
How is this
Well,
bad?
that right there was enough for me to.
That was enough for you to what?
Yeah, I have no idea what that means.
Dude,
Slow
this
it
is
on down.
private investigator.
0.25x.
But you see,
Oh my
he made
God.
it into something it's not. She's like, oh, but I paused it and screen capped it. Now we can see what it says.
Her
And it's like,
private
yeah, but
investigator work
what
now.
it says isn't going to do anything.
It's not going to prove anything differently than what
Private
And
Hunter
now I
investigator.
can take screenshots of everything he passed while he was scrolling.
I already showed them just.
But he's already showed all the
Showed
DMs
everything.
too. Yeah,
She has too.
he made another video where he shows all the DMs. Like,
Now on my stream, you think you're exposing me, but
They're
you're
the
not.
same
You're just
DMs that she
embarrassing
has
yourself.
in her little private investigator folder.
yeah, she's just embarrassing herself. It was true.
You didn't think anybody would go that far, did you? Well, you were wrong, good sir.
What?
Oh
No,
my God.
he's been a streamer for a long time. Of course he knows people would go that far.
Yeah.
He
You think
doesn't
you're the
care. He
first
has nothing
Rumble
to
who's
hide
done
there,
that?
is what it is.
What did you?
You
does
think
she
people
feel-
stream and he's got over, oh, this one doesn't, but he's got over 600,000 subscribers on his other channel. You think nobody's ever tried to screen cap stuff from his live streams to try to
Right.
call him out? Like, of
The
course he
picture that
knows
she used
people
in
do
her
that.
Wait, does she act-
enabling my harasser with Hunter in drag makeup, everybody has thrown that picture around and teased Hunter about it. Like, I think he's used to that at this point and aware of what to look out for.
actually feel like she owned me here? Actually, you know what? She probably does because she's too stupid and too narcissistic
Well, what's the own?
to
What did
ever
she screen
acknowledge
cap
that
that
the
she
claim
think?
was never this guy.
Oh, that's what it is,
DMs
because she changed the claim. The
Yeah.
claim was that he made that specific video for
Yeah.
him. And the truth was that he didn't make any video for
Nope.
you.
He
was
originally
never the
accepted
claim.
it, but then refused it.
The claim was that he
You refund
paid
the
me
money.
to drop the video that I made, which was not true and which I debunked. This is what's so funny with her. She's like, well, it sort of was correct. So why doesn't he just...
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, even
No.
in her own
Yeah.
proof Google document. It said, which is technically true, which is almost an admission that she's bullshitting.
Fuck you. You're a liar, a compulsive liar.
Yeah.
Smoking gun is right here.
All right,
where
let's see the smoking gun.
Let's see it.
Where's the smoking gun?
Oh my god,
Let's
she's
see it.
scrolling so fast.
We
She
need to
didn't
slow
think I would
down.
pause it here and screen cap it. Like, does that mean you're trying to hide something then? Because you're scrolling
Yeah.
fast? Like,
Guys,
Why
he's
is
doing
she
exactly what he
sporadic
did to his
scrolling?
DMs, and she's saying that,
Yeah.
oh, you didn't think I would. That's what you're doing.
where's the smoking gun?
For the same reason, because you're looking
these
for a
guys are
specific.
making a
specific
business
thing, right?
negotiation right now. Okay.
Yeah, which he never said wasn't the case.
Why?
And then Hunter quote tweets my tweet where I point out that the man he's talking to blackmailed me with a naked photo of my 3-year-old daughter and asked him why he's retweeting all of his
It's not
tweets
even a
and
photo.
what
Like, she
relationship
lies
they
about
have.
even that. Right
Was
there,
there-
she's lying about even
That's where
that.
she
It
made the
wasn't a
video?
photo. It was a clip
Why can't
from
I
her
make this thing
stream
bigger? Come on.
sent to him to report to
She said.
TOS.
Hold on. Or that's what he said. Oh yeah, this is where she made a video about me that I didn't watch. Sorry, I didn't watch your dumb fuck Twitter rant. I said, why do you keep treating me like I'm some creep for responding to the shit you say, then repeatedly tweeting about me? This is cheap guilt by association nonsense.
It's exactly what he says there is exactly what she's doing. She's doing guilt by association and admits to it.
Right.
She just said right now, what is your relationship with this guy?
Who cares?
What is it any business of yours
Yeah.
what relationship Hunter has with somebody? Why is that your
Who
business?
are you to control who people talk with?
Yeah,
and
why
associate
can't
with,
Hunter
BX
talk to
Bullet?
people that you don't like, huh?
Yeah.
Like what?
Sense. How does it feel knowing the
This is
pedophile
where I
This
say
is a control freak.
Hunter ended up he wanted to defend himself and ended up revealing all this stuff. But if I was Hunter, I wouldn't have even done that. And I would be like, yeah, I talked to him. What's business is that of yours?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he did this and that. I don't give a
I
shit.
don't care.
I don't care. What does that have to do with me?
Meanwhile,
That's what I say. What does that have to do with me then?
Meanwhile,
Okay.
Hunter was nice enough to not put his foot in this stuff
Yeah.
and say, "Never mind, but would you like to?"
No,
share
it wasn't
your
nice enough
side?"
because he didn't do it for the other guy. He did it for himself because
Yeah.
he was like, "This is kind of creepy, and I don't want the heat from this if it goes
Yeah.
wrong or if there's something more in here that I don't know
Right.
about."
But she's still complaining even after he doesn't do the thing.
He
Like,
didn't do it. He didn't make the
there
video.
should be
What's
no
the problem?
complaint to be made, but somehow there's still a complaint that she's pushing. Like,
But she's getting upset that he even has interactions to do. Who are you to say who Hunter can and can't do?
yeah,
blackmail me is retweeting all your hateful tweets
Yeah,
about
who
me.
cares?
Yeah.
Who cares if he's retweeting it? What does that have to do with me? So block me and him. And that's it.
exactly.
Hold on, let me put this on screen. That's what's.
This
that's what
was
she's-
weird because I'm not sure, but isn't she a conservative? Like, aren't conservatives like, oh, don't be a snowflake if people, are harassing on the internet, just don't look,
Just don't
block
look.
them,
Yeah,
ignore it,
yeah,
right? So why doesn't
So
she
why
ignore
what's
it
the
that this
problem?
guy keeps retweeting Hunter stuff?
yeah.
Instead, she's using it as an allegation,
Yeah.
like,
She
hey,
wants
are
Hunter-
you working with this guy to attack me and harass me? And no,
Yeah.
that's not what's happening.
Hunter should go to this guy and say, "Don't have any association with me," in the form
Mm-hmm.
of pinning my videos, tweeting me, liking me, commenting on any of my stuff. Don't do that because BX Bullet
Mm-hmm.
said so.
Now, there wasn't the other video where she said, he also debunked that, where she said he never condemned people harassing me, and he never said for people to not harass me. And he goes, what? Here's the tweet where I say, I don't condone any harassment. Please do not harass anybody that I talk about. This,
Yeah.
like, there was a tweet literally about that, and it had
And
to do
then
with her,
what
where
does
he
she
was
do?
telling everyone, don't harass her.
Yeah. And then what does she do? She calls Hunter a pedo sympathizer.
Yeah.
And says he
She's
has
the one
more
harassing him.
sympathy for a
Yeah.
pedophile than
Straight up,
anti-vaxxers.
she's the one bad-mouthing Hunter, and all he does is retaliate. Well, not retaliate, but like defend himself and respond back,
As he should.
as he should. Yeah.
Said it's guilt by association to try and say this guy's bad, and he's
It's guilt by association to say because you spoke to this guy or are somewhat associated with this guy, you are also just as bad as him.
Yeah.
But that's not the case. That's what I'm saying. Who are you to say who Hunter can talk to or not?
Yeah.
That's guilt by association. You're saying, oh, you know this guy? You're evil then. Like,
Yeah.
huh? No. That's not how it
you.
works.
That you're not proving that I'm bad. That's a guilt by association.
Yeah. Straight up.
Okay.
He's not
He
wrong.
didn't just reject it. He took it.
There's the refund.
Okay. January
Oh, he took it
21st,
and then refunded it.
11:57. Okay.
Oh my God.
Then
Yeah.
January 22nd at 9 a.m., he's still talking to him about how they're
Mind
gonna
you, the reason she has a screen cap of that money being transferred is because Hunter himself showed that.
Right. Right.
Proceed with their next video.
Wait, so what?
Okay? So that's proving you wrong.
No, it is
Right
not.
there. Right?
What's proving him wrong? I released
Oh
my
my God,
YT
she's
video
so-
calling
God.
Hunter. What is she saying proves him wrong?
That he
Hold on,
took
let me
the
put this on
money,
screen.
and that proves he was
That's by
associated
association
with,
to try and say this.
Rain Plasma.
7. Okay. Then
Yeah.
January 22nd at 9 a.m., he's still talking to him about how they're going to proceed with their next video.
Wait, so what?
The video
Okay?
hasn't
So that's
happened.
proving you wrong.
But that's because that her video had just come out, so he watched her video the second it came up, and
Yeah.
it was still talking to this guy. Are you sure? About
He's
that?
saying she
Think so?
no, she said on the 21st, Rain Plasma sends Hunter the money.
Mhm.
And then on the
Oh, yeah.
22nd, they're still talking about what they're going to do with the video.
Mhm.
But she hasn't gotten to the point where Hunter says, you know what? Says, I need to see the evidence first. Sees the evidence and then
Mhm.
the other clip and says, I don't know about this, but would you like to come on and share your
Mhm.
side?
This is all exactly like the evidence she has on that other dude for all the things she accuses of him. They're basically screen caps of things being said, and she says something way worse than what's...
Yeah.
Look, here he is being inappropriate with minors, and you look at it and you're like, well, first off, who's the minors?
Who's the minor?
Second off, that's an emoji, like, and the emoji is part of Discord.
Yeah.
Like, so
And
the
eggplant
minors can use
emoji.
those emojis too. I don't think he was using it in that way, and it's like, it's really weird. Like, and it's
Yeah.
like you're making things out to be things that they're not.
Yeah, mountains out of a molehill. That
Yeah,
is
you're
what
making
she's
mountains
doing.
out of a molehill and thinking that these are solid proofs, and you think these prove what you're saying,
Yeah,
but they really don't.
yeah.
They really don't prove much at all.
Right there. Right?
No.
All right.
Wait,
No,
proof.
so she's making the connection because my video had come out this day and they were still talking this day. That means he saw my video and then refused to do. But you don't know that he saw your video. In fact, her video doesn't even have that many views on it.
Yeah.
That's like I think she has as many subs as I do. Like, it doesn't have that many
Mm-hmm.
views on it.
No.
But who says he saw it? Where's your proof that he saw it then?
Yeah.
Like, why? The only proof she has that he saw it is that she released it that day. That's the only proof.
Right.
Like, where's the proof that he saw it?
Proving what wrong?
It's total speculation, and she's trying to say the speculation's true,
Yeah.
but she's not
There
showing
is
any
nothing.
evidence of that speculation.
Dude,
being true.
she just says things.
Yeah, she
Here's
just
my
says things.
YouTube video. In that, seeing that YouTube video
I
is
like how
what
she just takes credit.
made Hunter realize that he's
But
been
can you prove to us that but what you're saying now is true?
Yeah.
That he saw your video and that made him want to refund this guy another. Can you prove to us that's the case?
Right.
exposed. And at that point, that's when he backs out and refunds the money because he
No.
got
Can you
That's
prove
not
it?
it.
That's all you have to keep saying.
Yeah.
Can you prove that you have any proof of that? In fact, you saying this and not showing any proof kind of verifies to me that the accusations you make about everyone is false.
Right.
Right? And now I will never believe. And the second I hear this girl accuse anybody of anything, I'm
Right.
always going to look into it and be completely skeptical and actually start from the negative and be like, I don't believe
I
that.
don't even buy
Let me
it.
look into it
Yeah.
and see if I can prove that she's right. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But if not, I'm coming in thinking she's wrong
She's just
off the
full
bat,
of
that
it.
she's lying.
Yeah.
Because that's what it seems like she does.
scared after seeing my YouTube video.
This
But
is
you're
so
Scared
hilarious.
of what, though?
Scared
That's the
of
thing I
what?
want to know is scared of what?
She thinks that she is some big bad bitch,
Yeah.
just putting the fear in anybody that she comes after. It didn't work with the police report that she made on Rain Plasma.
Mhm.
He hit back at her. It's not working with her now coming after Hunter Avallone. He's defending himself against her stupidity. Like, she should just stop. Like, she's not
That's the other
doing
thing
anything.
that I see she's making up as well, is saying that he was scared. He saw the video and was scared and backed up.
Yeah.
What was he scared
What was
of?
he
And can
scared
you
of?
prove that there's anything that he would be scared of?
Yeah.
Like, why should he be scared that somebody paid him to make a video?
Yeah.
I don't see a
I-
problem with that.
I would understand her feeling anxious because she's making a whole bunch of claims with
Mhm.
no proof at all. So if I were her, I would be feeling like, oh shit, maybe I should stop what I'm doing
Yeah.
because it's all of this keeps on falling back on me like a dumbass.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how she
She's
doesn't
like,
realize this.
it was my video. Haha. No, you were just saying, why would you work with, or why would you?
Laying out the facts.
No, you've
And at
done a
this point,
terrible
I kinda
job.
wanna
Why?
watch just let you watch what Hunter said in his stream today because I didn't get to see all of it. And really, we don't know what he does with his money. I don't fucking know what he does with it.
Who cares?
Now you want to control.
I didn't subpoena his bank records. Okay, listen, like in the PI
You're acting
world,
like you
this
did.
is like
You're
small
literally
potatoes,
wait. You're
right?
no. You're acting like I did something wrong for not just showing you all the fucking clips. Hold on, sorry.
No, yeah. In fact, I don't think he did anything wrong. Like I said, he had no expectation to show her anything.
No.
He could have just said, "I do what I want." Like that. Did you get paid by somebody to make a video? I do what I want.
Yeah.
You know. Oh well, that guy did that. I don't care. That's it. That's all he had to say.
Yeah.
There's really no expectation for him to feel bad about that.
No.
Like for why?
Oh,
Why should he feel bad about it? Because he did this thing to her. Well, what did she do to him
What
first?
did she do to him
You know,
first?
why did he do that? You know. Let's find out. She's accusing him of stuff. Let's find out if that's true.
Yeah.
Let's give him a moment to defend himself and hear both sides of the story. Why not? Why can't we hear both sides of the story? Like I said, she tweeted somebody at one point in her own video and said, "Oh, well, you're only listening to Hunter's side of the story. Listen to mine." And it's like, well, what about the other guy's side of the story? Can we listen to Rain, whatever's story now,
What
too?
about the people that have listened
Why
to
not?
the other side of this and were like, you have absolutely nothing. Like, please just do us all a favor and log off the internet because you have absolutely nothing. And I can't even support any of the things that you're saying at this point because you just lie about everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what can you do about that? Like,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Ever meme on the fact that she's like, I'm a private investigator, so I slowed the video down.
Yeah, I didn't find anything.
Nothing.
The private investigator.
You noticed that part where she said she slowed the video down and screen capped it, and she didn't prove anything with that. She scrolled up really fast to show that, and it didn't prove anything.
Yeah.
It just led to her insinuation of saying he saw the video, and that's why. But that was an insinuation. You didn't show any proof that he saw the video.
If anything, she's showing what a half-assed private investigator she is, because I didn't know that you're only supposed to do half of the investigation and not share the full truth, which would show that Hunter isn't colluding with this person, didn't try and milk this guy for money. Astamon was going to press him, but then decided not to do that. Like, I'm not understanding how a private investigator just totally glosses over everything like that and says, well, he asked for money and he took the money, so there it goes.
But you know what's also just as possible as him seeing the video and turning it down is someone else seeing the video and then going, hey, Hunter, did you ever see this clip of what this guy said? You're talking to him, here's a clip of this guy. Oh, shit. He said that? Yeah, that's kind of sketchy. Yeah, you know what? No. You know, like, why couldn't have that happened? It was just completely innocent, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't see a video, so she's trying to take it, but somebody else might have.
Knows how to use all the
contacted him.
All the.
So I'm saying anytime she tweets something about it, I'm sure he has fans who see it and contact him and say, oh, look what she said, you know?
Yeah.
The nerd YouTube functions.
Okay.
I was wondering if you could help me find my way out. I don't think I'm supposed to be here.
I regret to inform.
This bullshit. Yeah, it really is painful. Come on, turn.
Stop dehumanizing your fellow man approach. I'm not anti-vax. I am vaxxed. Okay, I know you aren't anti-vax.
Why is...
Really, Hunter?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Either way, I'd be open.
He didn't say. Well, he laughs at her taking ivermectin. I don't think he says that she's an anti-vaxxer. I
don't think he's denying that she's vaccinated. It's just the claim that my doctor said I can take somebody else's medication or something.
Yeah, that's what he was calling out.
Explains.
You might not be like, you get vaxxed yourself, but you preach anti-vax bullshit.
Yeah.
She's so mad.
That's
we already showed the clip too of the debate where she was the one getting more heated.
I always agree that the stuff is anti-vax stuff. So, I mean, you know, he's going to have his own opinions on that. But again, she's getting mad about an opinion he has about her. Sorry, that's the opinion. There's, again, like that Destiny Anna thing where he's saying, you're crazy, and she's like, why do you lie about me? And it's like, it's not technically a lie, it's his honest opinion on the person. He thinks the person's crazy from what he's witnessed. It's an honest opinion. From Hunter's viewpoint, she is anti-vax. I know what his stance is, you know. From that viewpoint, he is.
So fuck you, you're lying, we already saw it.
Just a calm, respectful debate. Also,
Be
people are
nice.
saying you're calling me anti-vax. Maybe pull me on, we can talk about it. I tend to not like being unfairly mischaracterized to other streamers, and I've been nice to you so far. I'd appreciate you not spreading hateful information about me.
As she knows,
I just want you guys to
I don't
see
think that's hateful.
that I'm
And then
telling him that I want to have a respectful discussion.
Sharing your opinion isn't really hateful, but I also want people to know that if you're going to debate somebody, somewhat know who the person you are you're going to debate. I've seen a couple of Hunter's debates. This is his personality. I've seen his tweets. This is the way he acts.
Yeah.
If you don't like that, don't interact with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't interact with people. There are people on the internet that I would never interact with because I don't want anything to do with them because I don't like their personality or whatever it may be. I'm never going to interact with them.
Like, if you're looking for people to agree with you, don't debate. Just talk to the people that agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe I called you anti-vax. Okay, well, that's what someone told me. That's cool. My offer stands. Be respectful on the thumbnail. We can talk whenever.
Be respectful.
Sure. So I did say your rhetoric was effectively anti-vax, but I also said you're more reasonable than some. It's honestly whatever. I'll be live Tuesday with a talk.
But she completely ignores any positive thing he said. It's like, yeah, I said you hit your rhetoric is anti-vax rhetoric.
Yeah.
But you're more cooler than some, right? Like you're not as bad as some other
Faith,
people.
I won't mislabel you. Happy to defend what I've already said about your rhetoric. Just let me know. Okay, ooh woo.
I like how she tries to read it to make me sound bad when I sound nothing but professional.
Yeah, that was nothing. That was not.
It was literally him opening with
like when she was doing the other guy crying and shit when she's done the same thing.
That's a lie.
And continued with him just yelling and harassing me the entire fucking time he talked. Like I couldn't get a word in edgewise.
Can somebody please comment that this is a lie?
As fuck and calling me an anti-vaxxer. Like it was pretty pathetic when you look at.
Are you mad, bro?
That he didn't keep.
Yes, I am very mad when people lie about me.
I mean, I don't think it's that bad that he called her that anyway. That's his opinion and what your views are. Yeah. Like, if you don't like that opinion, then just say that he has the wrong opinion and move on. What's the problem? Like, why can't he have an opinion on your interaction with him, right? If me and someone else interact on the internet, I have an opinion of that person, and I'll share that opinion. What's wrong with it? They can share the opinion on me. That's fine.
Yeah.
So you're getting banned, though, for being a simp.
Star video. When the Keemstar video came out, Hunter Avallone came to my defense. And what did I do? I went into his DMs and said, thank you for defending me. I appreciate it. I'm sorry for being a bitch.
And how do you, and I'm sorry for being a bitch. And then how do you repay him? You call him a pedophile sympathizer and say, oh, he's, you know, blah,
why
blah,
say
blah.
sorry at that point when that's what you turn around and do?
Yeah.
Like the sorry is canceled out at that point.
So she is apologizing. So she did do stuff to apologize for, right? If not, why would she be apologizing?
Yeah.
The other day, because I was.
Now she has to explain what she's apologizing for, but for some reason she completely skipped that in the story up until now that she has to say she apologized for it.
That I'm on Twitter. I said I was in a bad.
See, he's laughing. It's true.
She just said he called me out. All he did was be mean to me in that debate, and now here she is reading debate.
Reading the apology that she wrote him for acting like a bitch after their debate when he came out and defended her with Keemstar.
Yeah.
Was just it's devolved from Hunter was paid by a pedophile to make.
Okay, I think we're getting close to probably stopping this. That much. It's like
make a hate video.
Only in,
it's like
so much
we're
more.
In a loop now.
But it's really like there's not much more here.
Dude, could I
like
could screw her over?
Hold on, there might be a part where she goes over a video here.
What is she? I sent 3.
Get out of here, plasma breaks. You're not fucking allowed here.
Dinner date. Showing how to shoot.
This guy's over here.
She's not anti-vax or anything. She just
Hunter. A call with Hunter is getting banned.
Tell her. All of you tell her. I don't care.
Okay, nobody cares.
Oh, low IQ, Brandon. Well, yeah, you'd have to be a fan of hers, of course.
That's why he didn't.
Oh, wow. Yep. Conjecture. Private investigator, by the way. She just, like, asserts things.
Yeah.
It's really strange.
There's a lot of asserting.
When we talked about scheduling equals
everyone put that on your resumes now.
So
you're all private investigators.
Okay, nobody cares. Let's get to the good stuff. Okay?
Let's get to the good stuff.
He skipped from that.
You're correct.
My Google Drive.
Well, it's all the same screen.
Guys, that this is disproven because the DM literally showed.
Reacting to.
Did Hunter get cold feet? He got scared, and that's when he backed out.
But you don't have any proof of that. That he got scared, and got cold feet, and backed out. Well, all you have proof of is what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that, in fact, all of her proof against Hunter comes from his screen caps that he gave to her. So,
Aren't you reading the DM?
Because he realized he was.
Wait, hey, why aren't you reading the DM? And so he sent me this. Why are you reading the DM? Realizing that it was creepy, and I sent him the DM, like what you already saw. You can see here, January 22nd.
There he goes. He's
negative.
There's a picture of him refunding the money, right?
$200, and I even labeled it refund. Right back to the dude, because I said, you know what? No, I'm not taking your money. I'm not a grifter. You have said some questionable shit. I'm not interested in working with you. I did the right thing here. Someone reached out to me. I read through their DMs. They offered to pay me money. The first couple times I even said, I don't really think there's a conspiracy, and now that's all she's doing. Yeah. She's
Why?
trying.
I mean,
she's reaching.
She's
so reaching.
You gotta like side with Hunter.
The BXBullet was on to
What?
your kid. You'd probably forgive the guy and welcome him into your home. Let's have a debate in my house, Mr. Pervert.
Yeah, why wouldn't he? Oh, why not though?
She would do that. I'm sure she would do that. She keeps on talking for herself.
Yeah,
maybe.
maybe.
Lot of the times here.
But why should Hunter not have this guy debate him or
Yeah.
something? Come to his house and debate him? Why not? Unless Hunter just doesn't like strangers in his house. That's the only reason I could think of why not.
Like, what would you like?
What?
Do you?
Why
have
aren't
a
you sticking to
soul?
the facts?
Do you have a soul?
And you know what? I really don't
You
think
have a
this
soul,
would
what?
happen on Hunter's platform because you commented on her whole setup of how the camera is really angled in a certain way where like anybody's feet or whoever's in the room walking around, you could see. Hunter's setup is in a different way where if anybody
Yeah, he's
else
against the
ran
wall.
in,
Like his kid
they're
isn't
not
walking
seeing
on
it.
the screen and you're seeing it. But
Yeah.
with her, she hasn't changed her setup.
Not
Like
at
you
all.
think, I don't know, maybe she locks the door now or something. I don't know. But if she doesn't, then she's leaving herself open for her kid to run out again.
Yep.
You know, like because you can see her floor. So
Exactly.
if a child is short, if you aim the camera higher, you're not going to see the child, right?
Yeah.
They'll run right under the camera.
So I really don't think that same comparison could be made for Hunter.
Mm-hmm. Like if one of Hunter's kids came up, even you might see their head next to his arm right here, but you won't see
That's
their body at
all
all.
you'll
The
see, a
camera's
little
aimed
head.
too high and it's against the wall. You don't have any distance to see
Yeah.
anything really.
Anyone
Her, you could see her whole floor.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So if the kid runs in the background, you see
Toddler
their entire
thing.
body, everything.
Yeah.
And she's not even trying to adjust to be like, oh, let me prevent that from happening again. It seems. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It could be something else off camera that prevents her from running in. Maybe she got a little gate thing or something
Yeah.
and I can't see it.
Oh, hey, we're all humans behind the screen here, okay? Don't you remember? Maybe. Wait, then why are you believing him when he said that he was doing shit with me?
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's weird. He's
Yeah.
a liar.
To me,
but-
this seems like a gish gallop.
Own on her part?
This sounds like a
she's
gish
using
gallop
Destiny's
to detract.
You can tell she has no idea.
What's the Gish Gallop?
Idiot.
I was trying to be
In some ways I am.
good faith.
And also
I know
it's
it's
right
hard
here.
to
But it's
believe
also
that
clear
people are
that
good
there's
faith.
one-
I
Where?
know.
Where? When did we see that?
Projection. I keep thinking, like, why is she
She
showing
was
the
trying
screenshot?
to be good faith.
Where?
Nothing she's done
What
is good
has been
faith.
good
What?
faith? Calling somebody a pedo sympathizer is good faith?
Yeah, why is that
That's
good
good
faith?
faith?
Especially when his entire thing that he said ended with, we have to be proactive
Yeah.
with protecting children.
Yeah.
And you took that he wanted to defend pedophiles. from
Yeah.
that. Like, what?
Like making a police report with no proof
Yeah,
is
what?
good faith? Like what?
Yeah,
Where
I don't
can we see
understand
this
that.
good faith?
Yeah, there's no good faith.
Yeah. In some ways I am.
And like I said, there shouldn't be an expectation of good faith because you're already at odds. All right.
This tweet right here, but it's also clear.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Oh my
he thinks
god.
This is
So she
some
shows an
kind
out of context
own.
clip and then shows the tweet of me explaining the full context.
To me, this
acting
seems
as if
like
it's
a.
No, she's saying it's a
This
Gish
is a
Gallop.
Gish Gallop, is
But
what
no,
I'm
he
saying.
literally just explains. And like I said, the original thing said
Yeah.
we have to be proactive about protecting kids.
Yeah.
And then he explains it. No, what I'm saying is this. Like, this, you're reading it wrong. Like, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Right.
Gish gallop.
Why is that a Gish
This
gallop?
sounds like a gish gallop to
Why?
to detract.
You could tell she has no idea what that word means. She
Yeah.
heard Destiny say, now she's
Yeah.
repeating it.
Yeah, she's not using it
Pretty
right.
true when you just scroll through Hunter's feeds that there's nothing he hates more than the unvaccinated.
What's
Like,
the
for example,
Gish
this
gallop?
tweet where he shames a mother with a sick premature newborn baby and calls her a pathetic loser for not being vaccinated while she was.
True.
Yeah, who cares? So what?
If you
This
have
is
a
so
baby
gross,
and you're over
dude.
here crying for Twitter points
Yeah, so?
because you can't see your baby because you are too stupid to get the vaccine, you're a loser. This isn't.
Dude, this is so fucked up. Look, this girl says my little man had to be taken to the ER because he's having premature
Yeah,
complications.
but he's not laughing about the baby going to the ER. He's
Yeah.
laughing that the woman is crying
Yeah.
about not being able to see her kid because she's not vaccinated.
Yeah. You're
When
making obstacles
Instead
where
of
there are none.
crying about it, she could be going to get vaccinated so she could see her kid as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Hospital refused to let me in being unvaxxed. She's literally a
so-
brand
Or
Why
did-
should an
she-
exception be
Oh,
made?
I remember this. Or she says she's literally a brand new mother, But it's like, yeah, but you don't know for how long.
Yeah.
She said, my little man. You don't know if she just gave birth to a kid. Could be a year and a half.
Yeah.
That's way more than enough time to have been vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to say that she just had the kid and she couldn't get vaccinated yet. You don't know that.
You don't know that.
Vaccinated. Like 2 weeks old.
So the baby's 2 weeks old? Is that what it said? I don't know. I don't know where she got 2 weeks. I remember looking at that interaction and reading that. And I don't know where she got 2 weeks old.
That feeling when you're too stupid and such a shitty mother, you refuse to get a safe and effective vaccine. Also, you can get Twitter points off your newborn baby. Get vaccinated, you pathetic loser.
I kind of don't fully. I don't really disagree with them too much. Yeah. I kind of agree with them. I mean, if you're on Twitter crying about it, like, you know, there's things you could do besides being on Twitter crying about it. Right?
It's just like other people complaining that they can't see their relatives in the hospital if they're unvaccinated too.
Yo, TJ, what's up? I didn't see you there.
Whoa! Fucking asshole, right? Quote tweets a mom like that.
No, fuck you for thinking
kind of
because
quote tweets a mom like that. I have to say, you post shit on Twitter, you get quote tweeted.
Yeah, if
shit.
you were
like
looking for
I bash on people all day, quote tweeting them on Twitter, and people do it to me all the time. Like, I don't, it's okay. You know, I don't cry about that. I don't see it as being a bad person. It's kind of what Twitter's for.
Yeah.
It's kind of what people do on Twitter is quote tweet to, you know.
Your mom going through a bad time, you're exempt from being called out on your dipshit.
Yeah, that's the thing. Just because you're a mom going through a bad time doesn't mean you're exempt on being called out on shit, right? I agree with that.
Then he went on to call her a pathetic. Yeah, you're a pathetic loser. Do you think
Raven Rain, hold on. He didn't give me any DMs.
Like I said, Hunter doesn't claim to be a nice guy.
Yeah.
Like he's not on the internet calling himself nice guy Hunter. Be like, oh, I'm a nice guy, everybody. Like you if you've seen any of his content, you've seen his attitude. You know, he calls people loser. Why don't you cope? You know, like that. He's a debate me bro, fucking internet spurred loser. Like, you're gonna get that. You should expect that from him.
I got the DMs from his stream. He didn't give me anything.
No, I revealed them to you on my stream.
You make a pathetic loser for not being vaccinated while she was pregnant. What a nice guy. Only an hour after Hunter.
So is this the expose? I mean, where's the what's the expose?
YouTube video.
Has he not watched this yet, or what?
Video already.
He did, but you haven't shown anything. That's why she's like, "Where's the expose?" He's like, "Has he not seen this? Like, is he not watching it?" And it's like, "Well, you haven't shown anything."
To the top of his profile. As you may recall, our accused pedophile friend Matt is quite the Hunter Avallone fan. So as if that weren't enough, Matt might harass.
Wait.
Yeah, and if he is a fan, then it explains it all. That explains all of it. Yeah. That explains all of it because he would have seen that stream. He would have known he was already working on something about you. He would have contacted, you know, like, it's a fan.
My video?
This is the one I have X. I can't fucking tolerate this guy. Like, this guy is so
you would
freaking...
realize
this is the equivalent of someone being like, retweeted. Or someone, that would be like Nick Fuentes retweeted someone. They're a groiper. Like, hold up. It depends on the context. Like, I think that what the guy did as far as like leaking the photo or whatever.
You're messing with the guy who was absolutely opposed.
No, but I mean, I've
don't find it
retweeted
fucked up.
people I don't like and disagree with. 99% of the times, they've, at least, like they say, a broken clock is right twice a day. There's been times where they have said something I agree with, and I retweet them. So does that mean now there's some sort of connection between us? Like, that doesn't mean shit.
People now.
You know, that doesn't mean, like, if Nick Fuentes said something I agreed with and I tweeted out, doesn't mean I'm now a Nick Fuentes fan or a grouper, like he said, you know.
Work with the guy and send him a fucking refund. I'm gonna keep referring to that.
He didn't show them at all. He scrolled really fast.
No, nobody did it. He did show
conjecture, conspiracy. That's all she has.
That's just she just decided to stop
doing
her private investigating.
She didn't even show anything.
It went too fast. Like, maybe you should watch this not so fastly sped up.
Yeah.
Because he showed all of it.
Yeah. And he did show another video where he showed all of it.
Not that surprising.
That was the one where he's wearing a white shirt, but she didn't.
I'm unlikable.
Someone else dislikes you maybe for a different reason. There might still be some overlap between people that don't always like
so
you.
mad.
Sometimes.
Okay.
You're a very unlikable, hateable person.
Wait, did Fuentes retweet Shoeonhead before? That's all she
Because
has.
of how many times this guy follow botted me, I've had to do that. Okay. I just want to make sure you knew how.
Now watch Hunter. Next Hunter's going to be follow botting her. But it's not going to be Hunter, but she's going to know it's Hunter.
Apparently, Stardust tries to set up a debate.
When he was like, wait, hold on.
Or anyone really.
She'll say no. You'll see.
Have no relation to me whatsoever. Why?
Oh, she's in the chat.
Scammer and abuser.
Do you want to hop on a call with me and BXBullet? I'll moderate or whatever. Okie dokie. Let me see what I can do. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Dozens of people.
Does he go on?
Only refunded the money after I released my YouTube
Does it
video.
work?
This is such
this is.
I recommend Nature Made vitamins because I trust their quality. They were the first to be
I wonder if
verified
she
by
ever
U.S.
even comes in.
So untrue.
And he
my
got
God.
scared.
I did not get scared. I didn't want to platform a dude who had the creepy clip out. I saw the clip didn't work with him. That's what you wanted from me. Uh-oh. On after the video was even fucking
Do whatever it takes.
The video was recorded days after. Jumping. And then it wasn't until the 21st where he was going to reserve for the live convo that I then. Stardust, how you doing?
You know, she has all that going on with her kid and that crazy guy. So I think she's probably stressed out about that. But I don't know how all this started between the two of you. I know you guys had a couple of bad debates. Or not bad, they were good, but like they went bad. I guess.
So Stardust tried to set up for them to come on and talk. Hunter said, yeah, I'll do that. And I guess she refused. And she said, oh, well, she has a lot of stuff going on with her kid and that creepy guy. So she doesn't want to really come on. And it's like, yeah, right. So Stardust is buying her shit too, then, it seems like.
They didn't even go that bad, actually. Like, the debate we had was pretty chill. I mean, according to my standards. According to her, apparently, I was super vicious and yelled at her the whole time or whatever. But if you actually... Excuse me, sorry. I'm kind of losing my voice here.
No problem.
If you watch the debate that we first had, like, she actually was the one getting a lot more heated. So there was that, and then we basically just kept ending up getting in fights on Twitter because she would say some dumb shit.
The 9-year-olds.
It's like a kid playing this game.
And
I don't even build in Fortnite. I'll play that shit and not even build anything. This guy does
build-
nothing but build shit.
If I'm trying to build and shoot at the same time, I might as well just lay down and just die.
Or vice versa. Well, I don't say dumb shit. I don't think anyway. But
yeah, you say
she
dumb
would
shit all the
she
time,
would respond to something I said, and I kind of addressed this in my stream earlier today. That like I don't know who exactly instigated what first, but I also don't care because she's a public figure, and like even if I did instigate, even if I did talk about something she said publicly, then like. So what?
Yeah, what's the problem
that's
there?
Your job.
It's
you want
your
people
job.
to talk about you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
We should do a
boy.
watch party.
Well, I
Sure.
bet Stardust believes her about the other guy, but thinks that the thing with Hunter's overblown or something.
How do
We can
I
do a watch.
How do I? Oh damn! Thank you very much for the 5 tier 1 gifted.
Okay, this is January 23rd. Okay, this is new evidence. Send me the 250.
New
back.
evidence that
Jesus
I released.
Christ, dude, how many fucking groups are you in? Fuck.
New evidence that I'm sorry.
New
Send me the
evidence that is the evidence that he showed you. He posted it. It's his video. He's showing it.
Yeah,
speculates
no,
on
you
something
donated
so
that on your own
silly.
volition.
Yeah.
Nah, man, you blocked me. What's that about? I was sick of getting nonstop heat for you simply liking my shit. It's nothing personal. I've been really respectful to you. Haven't said anything, lol.
Yeah,
I've
he just
even-
said nothing personal. So being respectful, that doesn't matter. He's saying it's not personal.
Yeah.
It's just I'm tired of getting this stuff.
Yeah.
I've been respectful to you also. They're giving you shit for liking a tweet.
They could be like, oh, yeah, I get it, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's cool. You know?
Yes, literally, BX made a video claiming I was siding with you because you liked my shit. I can just
True.
unblock you if you
Mhm.
want. Hey,
True.
why not tell him that, no, dude, I saw a creepy ass clip.
I
of
did.
He
you,
did tell him that.
of
He
you
showed
and-
that DM. That already happened. That was why he refused to make the video. That already happened.
admitting to clipping a naked
Wait,
video
He
of
didn't clip
BX's
it.
3-year-old
Pause.
daughter. I saw
I did know this. I already knew that, and that's why I didn't work. Like why I
Yeah,
didn't
that
have
already
him
happened.
on.
Or he's explaining.
It's
to
really hard
Stardust
for her to
because not
grasp
watching.
this. It's strange. Like
Move forward, though. We already know.
the whole truth, Hunter, and that's why I was confused. This says here that he can unblock you. So here you're bragging about how you blocked him, and
But he's
now
not
you,
bragging.
He's
Where
not
did he
bragging.
brag
He
about
admits
blocking him?
to
He just said he
blocking and
blocked him. He
why.
wasn't bragging about it.
he asked you to. Now you just say, "Oh, I can just unblock you." And
yeah,
you said, "Yes, that
I
would
don't
be
need
great.
to block somebody. BX
I'll go
Bullet.
back
What
in
are
my
you
shit
talking
and
about?
unlike everything."
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get what
I
connection.
didn't think a like would do that much damage. No, he's continuing to retweet you. He's continuing to
Well,
comment.
yeah, because he's mad at me because I won't give him back a
Generous he
donation.
sucks.
Yeah, he got
This guy.
butthurt that I didn't pay him back a donation, which again, all the DMs clarify that, justify it.
I did watch your video.
It was pretty
I watched
long.
part of it. Would never, like, you would never work with that guy, and like everybody I've talked to knows that, you know, they.
Yeah, so they understand the hunters.
Downplay.
I was just trying to de-escalate, you know.
De-escalate.
Ask her one more time if she would please be willing to reconsider just having a conversation. You moderate.
Oh, she is not gonna come
yeah.
out. No
And it can
way.
be about one specific
Exposing
thing. It can be about my
CTV's
take on
DMs.
because she lies about it. Right?
There's a section here that says exposing CTV's DMs, so we might have to skip to that. What was I saying? That she went on CTV and was saying all this shit about Hunter and this other guy, and they did not push back at all on her. I believe everything she said that was really an exaggerated lie by omission type of story, right?
She is. She's insane. She's a crazy
What do you have
person.
on BX Bullet? Gonna expose her again Tuesday live. Do you make videos on people? How much would you take? How would it take to make one on her? Laugh my ass off. You want to pay me to expose her? Thank you so much. I need the money.
Forward.
That would already been recorded on January 7th.
To just sit idly by and watch people talking shit about me and not fucking have it.
She keeps on talking shit about them first.
Mm-hmm. And on top of that, like I said, Hunter's not her friend, so why can't he sit there and watch people talk shit about you? Like, why? What's the expectation there that he shouldn't sit there and just watch people talk shit about you, right?
Response, especially when I can prove that they're fucking liars.
What?
But you haven't proved anyone's a liar. She barely has proof of anything.
Have you proven? I love it, dude. I love just saying things and then pretending it's true. It's really cute.
Okay, first he said there was nothing further in the DMs. That wasn't true. Second, he claimed the money was only a tip, which it was technically, but he
there was nothing further than the DMs. That wasn't true. What was the part that wasn't true of that?
I don't know.
Everything she showed was from DMs with that guy. Like, huh?
Arrangement. In this case, the cover-up is worse than the crime. I agree, DPF. I do agree with you. Yes, and thank you for...
The cover-up is worse. There was no cover-up. There's no crime.
He showed you
to even cover up.
Source of how this happened.
There's no crime to even cover up. So why would he cover up a crime? And why would the cover-up be worse than the crime when there's no crime there? Like, what?
Cover-up is worse than the crime. What cover-up?
Yeah, what cover-up? There's no crime there.
You have a damn good case and a damn good job. Thank you.
I would ask her, like, what is the crime here? Like, what is the
do.
crime that he's covering up?
Yeah.
That this guy asked him to make a video? Why is that wrong? Huh? Why is that a wrong thing?
Frequently compile stuff like
I
this
love
for
this.
courts
Oh my God.
and clients to use in court.
If you're compiling,
I mean,
it had nothing to do with what you said about me on Twitter. What?
Yeah, but she's not a lawyer. She compiles stuff for court, but when she hands that in, a lawyer probably goes through that and throws out like 90% of the things she compiled and just keeps the actual things that are solid evidence, right? But I'm sure a vast majority, at least by the way that seems like she's doing, I'm sure a vast majority of this shit gets thrown out because it's useless. Like, a detective isn't necessarily there to catch people. It's to record everything someone's doing, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes all those things don't really lead to anything, but sometimes it does, right?
This is that he's just being
She's a gaslighter.
on Twitter nonstop.
She's a liar.
Making...
This is
He
gaslighting.
has like 4 different videos about me on his YouTube page in the last couple of months.
No, I have 3 videos total on my entire YouTube fucking channel.
I like how she said in the last couple of months. Yeah. But guess what? One is from their debate that they had together. One is that the second one is the one that she brought up, which was the one where he defended her and she apologized to him for being mean to him and said, thanks for defending me. The third one is that video that he made on the 7th
where he says she's
from the
lost.
stream, which was from her tweeting about him and him defending what he said from the tweets. That's it. The rest is out of this drama now. Every other video now has been from this drama. That she started.
Right.
And one of them was in her defense.
Like, I never even...
Someone call her out. Someone comment that. Say he has literally 3 videos on his channel about you.
Out about me. I don't care.
Tell him. Tell her. I have 3 videos on my channel. You can
Did she
search
say
it
that
right
she don't
now.
care about him talking about her?
On my entire YouTube fucking channel. And one of them was in her defense.
Like, I never even...
Someone call her out. Someone comment that. Say he has literally 3 videos.
I never pay attention to this.
Pay attention to this moron. You literally tweeted that he was a pedophile. Like,
yeah.
What?
She even on her
That's
Twitter
what his
made
whole
a
stream
video.
is about. His whole stream is about something she said about him.
Even on her Twitter, she made a Good Morning Hunter little video clip trying to goad a response out of him.
Yeah, I remember that little cut that she recorded on Twitter.
Very close attention.
Saying, what's up with this clip about this guy saying that he paid you to make a video? Well, you better respond. And like actually like accusing him, like making it seem like he's doing anything wrong, that even that was wrong in the first place.
One
like,
might call
It was
that
on his channel
harassment
about you.
at this
Out
point.
about me. I don't care.
Tell her. I have 3 videos on my channel. You can search it right
You don't
now.
fuck, feed, or finance me. I don't give a fuck about
Right when you assume you make an ass of you and me.
that is pretty funny.
Have a nice chill stream.
There are also
and don't
2
talk
L's
about
in
any
bullet.
drama. If you'd rather have drama, there's plenty of sellouts on Twitch who would love to give you drama.
It's her like denying going on to talk.
I mean, you're not going to get banned right away, obviously. Under stress, you have a poorer out.
This seems like the rest is just garbage.
I am right. Hunter's wrong. And you see, I've proven this.
Respond because I won't be paying attention, because in my mind I've already proven that Hunter Avallone is a grifter and a liar, and that he cares about
Well, you didn't
himself.
prove he was a liar, or well, I mean, whether he's a grifter or not doesn't even matter. And then if he's a liar to you, doesn't matter because you guys don't have any expectation of being good faith with each other. You guys are at odds.
He likes pedophiles more than he likes me, and
He likes pedophiles.
Says it again. Says it again.
That's a straw man again. He never said I like pedophiles more than I like you. He never said that. That's not something he ever said.
He's
I feel like I did a
literally
pretty good
proven
job of
this.
presenting that case, so I will no longer be talking about it.
See how she keeps
With
repeating it? You can tell she's
the personal choice.
she kind of gives
won't
away
repeat it
her
after I've just
insecurity because
repeated
she repeats things.
That's a thing that he's right about. This is why I'm saying that she projects a lot.
Yeah.
He's saying she kind of exposes her insecurity because
Yeah.
she repeats things a lot, right? Yeah. And that's her, what things she's repeating is her own projection. She thinks about it a lot because that's how she would act,
Yeah.
right? And that's what the things that she would do.
Things over and over again, the more insecure she feels about it.
Yeah.
So she's like, I proved my case. I have proven my case. I don't
she
need to
keeps
talk about
saying
this
it,
again.
yeah.
I don't feel worried about it because I have proven.
But meanwhile, she's done nothing but talk about this guy. She doesn't stop talking about it. I don't need to talk about this guy while live streaming right now, talking about that guy. You know, like nonstop.
Proven this. I am right. Hunter's wrong. And you see, I've proven this. I did.
She gotta keep
like
repeating it.
the more she's like just claims that she has proven this,
If I keep saying I'm right, people believe I'm right.
the more insecure she looks,
Yeah.
the more unsure she sounds.
Yeah, he's not
Predator,
wrong
this
there.
pedophile who Hunter was getting paid from. Please share my post about
Holy
him because
shit.
we're really trying to get attention, get eyes on this. This man should not have a platform. He should not be on Twitch. He needs to go away for good.
Right, but you're doing all that and not expecting him to retaliate for you doing that.
Yeah.
Preferably to jail, but especially off.
Lead
Preferably to jail.
She wanted him to go
Yeah.
to jail. She reported him to the police.
Yeah.
If the evidence she's shown about what she's saying he did, and that is the best evidence she has,
Yeah.
it's nothing. It's really
You know-
nothing. There's not much evidence.
She really needs to let this go
Mhm.
because she's
Oh, yeah.
not going to get the resolution that she
No,
wants.
she's
out
not
of
gonna,
this
though. She's not
at
gonna.
all. Yeah, and
It's
she's
like
gonna
that
drive
Anna chick.
herself
Like she
crazy.
can't
Oh,
stop
yeah.
bothering Destiny. She's not gonna be able to stop trying to get attention from this.
Yeah.
And in fact, the only way she's gonna finally drop this is when she gets into a beef with someone else about
Yeah.
something else, and
Yeah.
that's gonna be the main focus of what she's doing. You know?
So he can no longer use Twitch to.
Maybe you
lure
should set an
kids into a
example
Discord
and leave
server so that he
first.
can sexually harass
Maybe
them.
she should set an example and be first. Yeah.
So I appreciate if you follow me on Twitter and also
No.
share my
Alright,
pin
now
post.
CTV.
Oh yeah, I wanted to show those
Here we go.
DMs too. So CTV is now refusing to allow me to come on and defend myself after he platformed BXBullet spreading lies about me because
Yeah,
I was
I know.
mean one time. Literally, he's such a snowflake.
God,
he got
really?
triggered that I was kind of mean one time to him for being stupid. And now he won't let me on to defend myself. The conservative dude really cares a lot about fake news. you know?
Well, he's afraid that if you go on, you're gonna give him more pushback than he gave her, and then it's gonna expose that he didn't really do any
Anything.
pushback.
They
or-
just let this chick talk.
Just like the girl said about Hunter, you didn't do any of your due diligence. Well, they didn't when you
Neither
came
did
in here and
they.
talked to them, and they completely believed everything
Nope.
you said
Yeah.
and bought it hook, line, and sinker. And didn't push you back in any way.
He should have let you come on to defend yourself. Yeah, I'll show you that too. Where he also acknowledges that he's going to keep talking shit about me, but then not let me on.
Yeah, that's his right
That's
to do
it.
that.
Yeah. I think that's how that guy is. I don't know much about CTV, but
and that's his right to do. I just think it's funny that he had this girl on, didn't give him any pushback, but won't do any pushback here.
Yeah.
Or willing to take some pushback from.
I don't know how he's ever going to be able to look back at this and think he fucking looks good. Hold on. So he says, if you're streaming I said, if you're streaming again, I think I deserve a chance to defend myself from BXBullet's blatant lies about me. And he goes off this huge tangent. How do you feel justified messaging me and telling me you deserve anything the last time you were in my house? Disrespect is what I encountered from you. Blah, 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 blah. And I said, calm down, Grandpa. These are DMs, so it's no man's land. Secondly, I wasn't going to be rude on stream, but when you platform someone actively spreading provable lies about me, I kind of do feel like, for the sake of fairness, you should allow me to give my side. Fairness is earned through respect.
This is kind of CTV saying what I'm saying when it comes to BXBullet.
Yeah.
Where she's saying she thinks these people should be treating her with fairness and respect, and I'm like, that should be earned. That's not expected. And I'm not even saying it should be earned. I'm saying if it's already been destroyed between you, him and BXBullets are not on good terms. So why should she expect those things, right? Fairness and all that. It's not even about earning respect. It's just you're already on bad terms.
Respected me by
which I agree with CTV. If he doesn't want to have them on because they're on bad terms, that's fine too. Yeah. I don't see a problem there.
Liar to lie about me on stream, platforming this liar and giving no pushback.
Yeah, the no pushback thing is kind of weak on him. But if he doesn't want to have you on, that's fine too.
CTV's just a sucker, is what this tells me.
He's like, so you're complaining about me talking to my friend? And I'm like, yeah, when the thing they're telling you is false and it's a lie being spread publicly, yes. What the fuck do you mean?
You care, but I mean, he shouldn't. He doesn't have any expectation to care. This sounds like one of those moments where you should have been more careful in the past and understand that past actions have present consequences. Am I right? Yeah. No, I did nothing wrong. Stop lecturing me. If you care about fake news, I respectfully request. Yeah, just say no then. That's all.
Yeah.
It's not my audience that you need to be worried about. It's me. Okay, Godfather. Hit me up if you're done with me coming on. If you'd prefer to just platform fake news and allow it to spread lies. Yeah.
He's like, it's not my audience that you needs to be worried about.
Why is he worried? What? It's me? What? That doesn't even make sense to what Hunter said. What is he talking about?
It's me. And I was like, okay, Godfather. Hit me up if you're down with coming.
I mean, literally, it doesn't matter. Hunter just wanted to face his accuser. Yeah. But literally, it doesn't matter because Hunter could just make a video about that whole live stream and call everything that's wrong.
If you'd prefer to just platform fake news and allow a liar to spread provably false info about me,
so are you going to admit that you have been an arrogant shit and shouldn't have been acting that way inside my house? So he doesn't care about letting him on. He's just
now he's
upset.
Bringing up past beef with Hunter.
Yeah, CTV is upset that the way Hunter's acted on his streams before and doesn't want to let him on, which is fair, whatever. But he keeps bringing it up over and over again. Just say no.
Just say no.
Just be like, yeah, I don't like you and the way you acted, so I'm going to say no. You can apologize for the way you acted, let you on or not. Well, let me know. That's it, But instead, he keeps being like this. He's acting weird about it. Like, why act weird about it? Just say no.
Stop lecturing me.
Just say no. There is no way this moves forward positive for you without you having some self-reflection and admitting your fault. What fault? Read above. No, the fault, not the fault of the BXBullet thing, the fault of him acting like an asshole on his stream. But it's like, just say no. But basically what he's saying is apologize to me for the way you've acted towards me and then I'll let you on.
Yeah.
That's basically what he's saying.
CTV is being an asshole now.
Yeah. No, it's not like CTV's never been an asshole to somebody, But, like I said, it's his stream. He has the right to decline it if he thinks this dude's an asshole. Just like Hunter has the same right back. It doesn't make a difference. Will you apologize for platforming a lie spreading proof? No, I mean, he's not going to care. Nope, you or anyone else has any say over me inside my house. Yikes, you're creepy. Well, have fun in your house. It's not that creepy, really.
And then,
it kind of makes sense. And then continue. But, I mean, it doesn't make sense that he didn't push back on her, but whatever. Make your case. Until then, continue to be exiled. I really am not that hard of a guy to get along with. You just, but maybe he doesn't care. I mean, You are aware we will be talking about you tonight. Okay, so you're going to continue the shit talking without allowing me to defend myself? Okay, I can't imagine how you think that makes you look good. Yeah, he's right about that. It doesn't really make him look good.
And then right here.
But again, maybe he doesn't care to look good, you know, in this situation.
Yikes, you're creepy. We'll have fun in your house. Because he keeps referring to like his Discord as his house.
I mean, his Discord is kind of his house. I use that analogy all the time. Like, if you act rude in my house, or talk a certain way in my house, I'm going to grab you by the neck and carry you out, right? Like, it's the same thing I do on Discord. You come in and act a certain way, I'm going to ban you or kick you out. That's it. And I don't have to deal with you. There's no, oh, freedom of speech, bro. No, you're in my house. There's no freedom of speech in my house. Like, get out.
No worries. I always do. When you get some respect about yourself, you can make your case. But just so you're aware, we will be talking about...
Now we have two. Network is shut down. You're gonna have.
I'm gonna be working with all these fine people to rebuild.
Hunter, if you had big tits, then you'd get all the platform you want. Man.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything.
Yeah. Okay, all guys. Right. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Well, yeah, that was long, but we got through it, and now we're done. We've reached the end.
Yep.
So yeah, it's pretty funny. I think we all see that this chick is a fucking maniac and really is a liar. Like, that's not really. She doesn't have anything. I don't understand where she thinks she has anything. She doesn't. It's been a couple of days now. We'll see if this ends here. If not, maybe she starts beef with someone else, or maybe this goes somewhere else that's also funny.
Yeah.
But if not,
who's on
we'll
her
talk about
shit list next that she's gonna?
Yeah, who's on her shit list? I'm seeing this being a pattern. Like, this is gonna keep happening every once in a while. But all right, thanks for watching, guys. I didn't even look at the chat for a while, but
thanks, guys.